Wow, everyone's muted. Hey, Brian. Are you saying something? Because I can't hear you.
Hello.
There we go. I heard you. Hello?
Hello, yes. I had my volume down. I didn't hear your reply. How's it going?
Okay. It's going pretty good. How was your
All right.
week?
Work has been really stressful because I've got a lot of stuff due shortly, and one of my instruments is not working properly.
Oh, that's
Uh,
gross.
yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, but
Can you get
other
it
than that,
fixed?
it's going okay. Trying to. I'm going to replace a couple of the parts in it tomorrow in order to get it, hopefully get it fixed. But that means because the instrument parameters have changed, I have to go through this whole recalibration process and get a bunch of MDLs done, and that's probably a bunch of stuff you don't understand, but it just requires more work.
I vaguely understand the whole calibration thing and changing parameters. Vaguely. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. Well, after that, we need to make sure that's running good by comparing it to other data that's ran a different way, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta cross-check it all and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you? How's your week?
Pretty good. I actually got to see I had a 12-hour layover in Melbourne, so I went to the Shrine of Remembrance and got to see my great grandfather's name written in the Hall of Records.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because they have in the shrine they have 35 books or something. It took a team of 9 calligraphers 2 years to write down the names of every person who served from the state of Victoria. And my ancestor enlisted in Melbourne, and he was from the state of Victoria before the family moved up to Brisbane. So I got to go and see his name handwritten in a book.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep, and I got to I left a poppy by his name in the records. So
A poppy, like a flower?
yeah, the poppy is. Have you seen have you ever read the poem In Flanders Field?
I have not.
It's about the war dead. So for Anzac Day, which is it's like the celebration of the army, the Australia New Zealand Army Corps. In remembrance, we wear poppies and we leave poppies by the graves of people who have served.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's pretty cool.
and yesterday was Anzac Day, so it was very keeping within the theme of the week. So
And
it was good.
Anzac Day. You're going to have to remind me what that is.
Anzac Day, Army. So it's a bit like the it's like the Australian version of the American Memorial Day.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, yeah, that is
it's
very fitting.
yeah. So I went to the dawn service yesterday. It was really cool because it was the first time I've ever gone to an Australian Anzac Day service. Usually I go to the one in the DC, the embassy in DC. So I
Right.
got to go with my cousin and his daughter, and my cousin went. My cousin actually went to the Royal Military Academy, so he wore all his medals. And then something else that we do is if you have an ancestor who served, you get miniatures of their medals. And if you earn the medals yourself, you wear them on the left. If you didn't earn the medals, you wear them on your right. So usually I wear my great grandfather's medals, my grandfather's medals. But when I went with my cousin and his daughter, she's 6, so she wore the miniatures of her dad's medals, and he wore his medals, so they matched, and it was really adorable.
Oh, my gosh. I can just envision something like that right now, and that does sound incredibly adorable.
It was so fucking cute.
That's awesome. Oh, geez.
So
Well, cool. Sounds like an interesting week. Are you back in the States yet?
nope, I'm in Brisbane. Tonight I fly up to Cairns to visit my auntie and uncle in Mariba. I'm with them for a week, God help me.
Good luck.
They're a lot. I love them, but they're a lot. I'm going with my cousin, so she's flying up with me as well.
All right.
And that's going to be really fucking interesting because she has a fiance and they don't like him, and he had a mental break at the beginning of the year. So he's in recovery now, but he still like can't stand like being around anyone from her family. So like I asked if she could drive me to the airport because she's driving me there. She's like, oh, I never park at the airport. Jimmy's driving me. I'm like, well, would he mind picking me up as well? Because it's like $35 to get an Uber to the airport. And she was like, yeah, that's not going to work. And I'm like, okay. All
Oh.
right. Okay.
Ow.
It's fine. Like my cousin, I've got like 6 cousins. Cousin C, his wife's mom is gonna drop me because she's picking up one of the kids from daycare. So
Okay.
I still have a ride and everything. But it's just like it's been 4 months, and if he still can't handle 15 minutes in a car with the foreign cousin, this is not a good sign.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
She wants to stick it out though, and he's apparently he's working, he's trying hard, he's working on improving. So we'll see how it works.
How the?
I'm supposed to get married last August. That didn't happen.
Wait, you were or he was?
Oh no, my cousin and her fiance.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, fuck no, I was supposed to get married.
I misheard you. I'm like, wait, you're getting married?
Yeah, surprise! I have a girlfriend now. Didn't I ever tell you? And suddenly we're fiancés.
that was fast. Man, it must have been love at first, sight or whatever.
No.
What's up, y'all?
Hmm?
So what's up, y'all?
Hey,
So much. What about you?
Another day.
Another $1?
No negative dollars.
The worst.
Yeah.
So I've been performing in the Renaissance Fair in Southern California for the past few weeks.
Oh, nice.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I'm one of the mongers. I'm one of the guys who comes running up to you, shoves like gross things in your face, and gets you to try to buy them.
Are you in the SCA?
The SCA?
Yeah.
Remind me what that is? Southern?
Society for Creative Anachronisms.
No.
It's yeah, it's like Ren Fair, but all the time almost, and it's much more focused on the historical side of things.
No, I'm mostly doing this as like, part time for fun. I'm not that committed to it. But anyways, like that comment about another day, another dollar reminded me of like a fun little interaction I had with one of the patrons like the other week, where like, cause I'm like monging like chicken feet and duck feet, but I can only accept the Queen's coin, so I can't legitimately sell these things. So my excuse is that they have to have the Queen's coin, like pence and farthings that like they used back in like the 1500s. So when people like try to convince me to like just take like an American penny so they can buy my like wares, because some people do want the chicken and duck feet. But one person like decided to go ahead and give me a penny just for my thoughts, and that became a running joke because I could run around saying I had my best deal this day for someone did give me a penny for my thoughts, and I don't have any thoughts, so I made a hell of a profit.
Do you have to bring your own duck feet? Or do they provide you the duck feet?
I bring my own. I go and purchase them from an Asian market nearby, and then I bake them in the oven for about an hour so they get nice and cooked, and then I take them out on a tray. And this week, one of my other Ren Fair people are going to provide me with turkey feet. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
You have all the type of foul feet.
That is exactly my selling point. No, that is exactly what I run around telling people. Come get a taste of my foul feet.
My
That's
foul
what I
feet.
It is awesome.
I just really want someone to front up with like actual queen's coins.
Oh, we apparently some people have done that. Like we had one girl who's legitimately running around trying to find a way to purchase like the queen's coin from like one of the booths, so they could purchase like some of her wares, like some of my friend's fish or whatnot.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh, good. Okay, it works.
Oh yeah, no annoying sound.
Yeah, I've been trying.
No screaming this week. Also, I'd like to formally apologize to everybody. I honest to God thought I was muted last week.
Oh,
So sorry.
Oh,
not
that yeah, that
to
was
hear-
funny.
The saga of the open trunk. We almost drove off with the tire just rear hatch wide open. Yeah,
Nice.
that was what a lot of the cackling was about.
It's okay. It was kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Next time I will double check.
I figured you thought you were muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk messaged me. He was like, "Hey, maybe you want to mute yourself." And I was like, "I what?
I
I'm
what?
not." Oops. How was everybody's week?
Good, good. I fucked up Josh's sprinklers.
Yeah, I guess that was within the last week, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Teaches you to trust me.
I know.
I do feel bad about it.
I was sick as fuck, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were fucking dead.
Oh.
My condolences.
Yeah, it was rough there for a few days.
Maybe Ronnie can send you some of that codeine with morphine in it.
Oh.
Fucking love codeine. Like
I don't think you're supposed to admit that.
It's like the purest high. I fucking swear to God. If I was addicted to anything, that would be it.
I suddenly want to take a bunch of codeine.
Mix it with fucking like Tylenol.
oh man.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad when you're like the high you want is just to feel like I'm not in pain.
It wasn't even that. It was just like euphoric, man. Like
Really?
everything was awesome. Yeah, I took way too much of both because I took like extra of the codeine, and then my doctor prescribed me like prescription Tylenol, and he didn't tell me not to take them together, but you're not supposed to. So I was taking that shit together too.
Fucking destroying your liver.
2 weeks, I was so fucking high.
Jesus, man. It's an
This is why
opioid.
doctors are supposed to tell you about drug interactions.
Yeah, he prescribed both, and then didn't say anything. I finally told somebody, like Sarah, I think, my wife,
See,
and she's
You-
like, "You're
you
not
didn't
supposed
catch
to
the
take
wink.
those together."
you didn't catch the wink as you were walking out the door.
Right.
Like, don't take those together unless you're looking to have a good time.
Was your wife just like, "Oh yeah, that explains a lot"?
Yeah, she was concerned when I stole a gas cap from my friend's car because she really needed one. And I saw the same car in another parking lot, and I was like, "Hey, I'll just pick him up one here," and just totally stole that shit. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nate need one of these. Like, I don't know what you're like. What's the problem?" Like, just put that shit in my pocket and like kept walking.
Hi, Josh is a provider.
Oh,
It
that's
was good shit, though.
fantastic.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Quick mechanic. Quick question on the flare arrow. What's is it an action to light it?
Depends on how it's lit.
Okay.
But like obviously
Noted.
you have different magics that can do it, maybe with a bonus action. Maybe.
Cool.
If you have like a torch already lit, that would be a bonus action. If you're actually like taking something out and lighting it, that would be an action. It would be situational, is what I'm trying to say.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
What if the situation is lit?
Ooh,
Well, it's automatically lit and you quiver and you explode.
that'd be a hot mess.
Alternatively, what if the mixtape is fire?
Well, I mean, we'd all be marveling in universe at like this magic music cassette. Like, how do they fit a bard in there?
Real fucking magic right there.
That's another running joke at the Renaissance Fair. People taking pictures of everything. How does that fit the little artist inside that tiny box?
Cameras.
Just go the Discworld route. It's a tiny demon imprisoned inside an alternate dimension.
Ooh, I like that explanation. We actually had a couple people show up as characters from like the second season of Critical Role this last weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Apparently, almost like my friend said she saw like 6 of the 9. So
6 of the 9.
yeah,
Sounds like a religious thing now.
yeah, it almost does. Then again, with as much money that went towards their Kickstarters so fucking quickly, it could almost be a religion.
It's a quality piece of entertainment, man.
Isn't that how all religions like start? It's just like really entertaining and gets a kick, and people get a kick out of it. It's like, all right, let's
You
make
just-
this into a big deal.
You just have to pay for your sins, you know.
I thought it was
Why I
more
wish
like,
I
you know,
was Catholic.
why does water fall from the sky? Oh, it's dudes up there crying.
I don't fucking know. You know, it's God. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds right.
What about
money, please.
the like when the sky goes dark and the flashes of light crosses across the sky and makes a little noise?
Yeah.
It's just
These-
a guy riding a chariot with a horse with like 7 feet, and he has a hammer.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I was gonna say, any 2-year-old will tell you the son's just gone to bed because he's tired.
Makes sense.
Those flashes of light are just him snoring.
What do you know about God? Well, nothing much other than he's for sure definitely a white man. I'm positive about that.
Gold.
And that he raped and impregnated a girl in Middle East and had a white child.
Yes. In the
Wait, is
Middle
that
East.
Dudes or Jesus?
Yeah.
I mean, Mary does
Both?
very explicitly say yes. There's an entire feast day devoted around Mary saying yes, so I wouldn't really call that rape. Just,
Was there a consensual paragraph in the Bible? Well, it's very un-Bible-like.
yes. Well, it's very
Let's
on the
see
Old
if you
Testament,
go
but this
by-
was the New Testament. This was God actually loves you and is not going to sign you
Oh.
off your paganry.
Okay, yeah.
If you go by today's politically correct standards, though, maybe she only said yes because she felt pressured into it, and that's still
Yeah,
not
he was her boss.
Yeah, like if a god comes to you and say, "Hey, hey, I'm gonna put a baby in you."
Nah. I think they tried it on others and they're like, no, I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
Isn't that
and he
a-
accepted it.
Isn't that like a Handmaid's Tale? Isn't that
I
what that
have
show's
no
about?
idea.
Like, just women are just for like, hey, you're getting pregnant now.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
I mean, that's most conservatives' reality.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of like, yeah.
Oof.
But yeah, about that. Yeah, that whole Mary. How old was she when that happened?
Probably 16.
I think that's the usual, like, estimation, I think. Although,
That's
That's
I mean,
usually when,
Nazareth- circa 0 CE.
yay religion.
common era.
You know, Mary wouldn't have been raped because there was no therapist there to tell her she was raped.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You didn't hear about that?
No, dude, what is that? The last one I heard was, women have ways to shut down
Yeah, we're
my
ducks.
God.
We're actually all
that
ducks
was,
in
oh, that was so
disguise.
stupid.
They have ways to shut what?
Like there was
Some
a
fucking congressman said, "Oh, women have ways to shut down unwanted pregnancies."
Well,
if it's a legitimate rape.
like
That's the
like
last time I heard.
biologically shut down.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
like a duck.
Can ducks
It's
do
just-
that?
Squeeze your core muscles really hard.
That's what Kegels are, man.
Yeah.
Quack,
No,
quack.
Josh's human sexuality teacher said like some kid was raped and the psychologist was the bad one for telling him he was raped because he didn't know he was raped until he was told he was raped.
Shit you
What?
not. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, was this
bullshit.
professor a dude or what?
No,
If you're in denial,
It's a-
that
it's a
might
chick.
be the case.
Yeah,
But
like
still.
I don't think that's necessarily like automatically. Like I have friends who are like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," like X, X, or X, and I'm like, "No, that was definitely bad."
Yeah.
So
No, it was like a 10-year-old boy and like two college kids. I think they were both 19. Came home and like didn't force him into sex, but like
Tricked
if
him.
you're 10,
yeah. You know, like I can't think of the fucking word.
It wasn't
coerced.
forcible,
Coerced
but
is
like
good.
you know,
Yeah, like
you can't
coerced him
consent
into
as a
sex.
kid.
And then after his parents found out, they took him to a psychologist, and he said that what my teacher said is he said it didn't feel icky and he liked it. So actually, the therapist shouldn't have told him that there was anything wrong with it, and there was actually nothing wrong with what the two kids did because the kid liked it.
holy fuck.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's fucking nuts.
Did you report her? Because that's horrific.
Yes, I did.
Is this the same fucking teacher that said the other crazy shit you told us? Like,
Acknowledgement for the sneezes. That was in that class. Yeah.
I love that was hilarious.
fucking hell.
Wow, this teacher sounds fucking crazy.
Saying that STIs can be spread by touch is
And
weird
then-
propaganda, but it can happen.
Was this the same?
Yeah, immediately contradicting herself after that.
Was this the same teacher that's like tried to defend pedophilia or stuff like that?
Yeah, that's why how she was defending pedophilia.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
I
I'm
meant
sensing a
with that
pattern.
story.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I don't like this chick.
Josh,
Oh,
Please
you and
tell me
me.
she doesn't have children. She doesn't have children, does she?
I don't think she is. I think she's anti kids.
Yeah, she'll probably be a part of Congress.
Probably.
yeah, she fits all the check marks for a politician, right?
She has
Really strange views on sex.
she has a PhD in fucking sexuality, and not like the psychology of sexuality, but actual sexuality from like this sex cult school somewhere on the West Coast over here.
Sex cult school.
Yeah, she said like
Wait, so
at least
she's like-
90% of the time her teachers were naked, and then at least another 60% of the time in class all the students were naked.
Wait, so is she like Dr. Dominatrix or something?
Yeah, we just actually had like a huge day on like kink and BDSM and like how to get into it and like all kinds of shit.
Oh,
This
nice.
is just like a side class for you, right?
It's a psychology class, so it's upper division psych credits. I don't think I would need the class anyway, like the knowledge the class would have. But that's why I'm
Just-
still in it, because it's fucking, she doesn't believe in testing. She thinks it's too stressful. So it's a guaranteed A for fucking like 3 upper division psych credits that I need. So I was like, fuck it, I'll stay, whatever.
Yeah, dude. Hey, yeah, absolutely.
Josh, can you run a one shot with her as the boss?
With her as the main boss. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking challenge rating 100.
She slaps you and you get herpes. That's a -1 to con.
For itchiness.
Yeah, make a con check every turn to stop itching and actually do something.
That
Fail-
sex school
fa-
thing
fail.
is.
Fail a wisdom save against her logic and you lose intelligence.
Well, yeah, that's how I knew the class was going to be interesting, because day one, she's like, I'm not a psychologist. I don't actually believe in psychology. This is a psych class, mind you. And then she brought up evolution was the very first PowerPoint slide she had. And then she fucking's like, evolution's not real because it believes in fat shaming. And it,
No! You're making this up. You
and
are
it
making
supports,
this up.
it supports monogamy. So
So dead
take
ass.
you seriously.
Like he went to this class the first day and then like called me and he's like, "Are you at home?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Good, I'll be there in 5 minutes." And he's like, "I have to talk about this crazy bitch." 'Cause it was that she said something about evolution, like it doesn't like incentivize like sex and like it's just like what?
Because like evolution says that people only have sex to make babies. She's like, that's not why I have sex with my husband. I don't sit there having sex with him like, yeah, I want to make a baby.
Oh, that's literally the fucking opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, yeah, that's a big subject group she's got to, you know.
And she's a teacher.
She is. I believe this will be her first and last semester because the people
How-
that reported her to are not pleased.
How the fuck
Good.
did the school hire that person?
To be honest,
That's
I think it's like money wise they did it because the teacher who taught the class and he's guest lectured a couple times and he's like what I thought the class would be like it's actual science and shit. But
Mhm.
he just retired after 40 years and then she picked up the class. But there's 3 sections of this class with 150 students each, and the class fucking like fills up within 24 hours of posting.
Aren't you going to like a private school thing?
It's a private university, yeah.
Yeah, they should be swimming in the money.
You think greed doesn't exist, man?
It's a cardinal sin, did.
Not a religious school.
And like, I
So
don't like.
Go ahead.
In well, from my standpoint or in Norwegian standpoint, her degree from that school that she went to would never have gained her any fucking position anywhere.
No, I'm shocked it even got her a teaching position. And she keeps saying she has this side business where she does like, oh, what the fuck's it called? Surrogate partner therapy.
Oh,
So where,
What? Oh,
yeah,
God.
like if you're like having sex troubles, then you go in and your husband will like have sex with her to make your sex life better.
you are actually this is a joke. I don't believe you.
That's the best shit to come back to.
Slides, bro. I swear to God.
Fucking.
That
good
sounds
old-
like
Don't
such
even have
pseudoscientific bullshit.
That's
my
why I wanted to sit in on a class so bad.
Oh my God, this sounds ridiculous. Can you record the next session and play it, or,
Jesus
play it
Christ.
for us?
I didn't think.
I'll upload the few I have. Like I have it recorded where she was talking about those 2 19-year-olds having sex with that kid and how that was okay.
Oh,
Holy fuck.
I didn't think cucks were real.
I mean, I'll just post the syllabus for you guys. I think that's a
What?
great.
This is a class?
Yeah,
What?
dude, that's what I was saying.
actually, it's probably Cuck Queen, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
she has
yeah.
sex
You
with
need
other
it.
women's
Yeah,
husbands.
yeah. I don't think cuck is
That-
like a. I think it's a unisex term though.
But cuck is also could be a fetish for someone.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, yeah.
true. That is true. We're bringing back fetishes. Oh
Oh
man.
my
Like-
god, why is it always kids with you people?
Actually, it's
3
kind of
weeks in a row.
Hey, it fits with Dr. Dominatrix.
Oh my god.
We're literally
Oh.
talking about her side business of fucking dudes for money and like, Cuck's the breaking point.
Hey man.
Here's the second half of the
She's
fucking-
found a real lucrative and profitable business.
of the syllabus. You can check out fucking April 4th is when fucking and when we went over that shit. Like, I'm not making this shit up, dude.
Josh,
Hmm.
I hate to be so vain, but if you were a single attractive man, what would you smash?
No, not my
Ooh.
type at all.
Okay.
The fat shaming thing I think is a personal like oof for her because she's close to like 300 pounds. Like she's a
And there it is. Okay.
Is her hair color of normal color?
no, it's like pink or blue.
Yeah,
or something. I
fuck.
don't remember.
Okay.
She came in when I was there in like a fucking huge pimp coat with like a feather boa kind of shit like around the neck. Like she looked like she just got done like slinging drugs, and she like turns on like this weird hip hop music and just starts grooving to it.
No, dude.
Yeah,
Josh,
she does.
prepare the spare bedroom.
Jesus.
I'm coming over.
Dude, fucking what are they called? Like transitions every day to like get you in state. Kind of like our question of the day, I guess, is like an analogy. But like she has like dance party ones like once a week where everybody's supposed to just like stand up and fucking dance.
Oh my god.
This is a room full of
No.
adults.
Or
No.
we have like a
God.
hand massage one where you're supposed to like pleasure yourself, like
What?
touching your hand and then like spank your hand to get a taste of BDSM. That was
Oh.
BDSM day.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Okay, Kirk,
Josh.
I'm just gonna tell you as a lesbian, doesn't matter how fucking attractive this woman is. No.
Why are you telling me
Craziness is not
specifically?
Take it from
You're the one who asked!
Okay, cool. Thank you.
We don't have to say anything, guys. We can keep having this discussion.
I'm writing that down on my character sheet. Gail
Oh.
will not have sex with Josh's.
Where were these questions last
sexualities.
campaign?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, where were these insights last campaign?
yeah. There's not enough cuck talk in the first campaign, man.
That is true.
Oh, do
didn't
we
have
want to know like our characters' sexual fetishes are?
No.
now?
I think we had this. We'll discuss the last.
Yo, question of the day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay,
It's
what
not
was it?
yet your character's sexual fetish. No.
Oh.
I'll give
They
you
made
mine.
it
He's a
easy to get
robot.
away from my creepy fucking sex class, okay? Not to fucking dive deeper into it.
No, you need to go closer because every day we're straying further from God with sex robots. It'll become very pertinent information in the time.
Wasn't there like a thing about their rights or something?
Yeah, in Texas, I saw that.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Anyway, off of sex robots' rights, who wants to give a recap from last week?
All right. So last week was mostly a role-playing session aboard the airship. It started just as we were getting ready to leave, and the captain had called us out, knowing that we were these wanted criminals who we had learned were wanted for murdering a noble, whom we were not aware of yet. After an extremely awesome takeoff, where we pretty much just shoot into the sky like a firecracker, we get acquainted, pay our fees, and spend a night there, or the first night there. Valentine goes and has a conversation with the captain, and they talk about a few things, including like what we're wanted for and why we're on the run. Effectively earning the captain's trust, and in many ways, him earning ours. Valentine was able to get his gun back because it was apparently extraordinarily valuable. We also learned that the name of the man who we apparently murdered was, I think it was Warren Rose. If I remember
Sure, yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, sure.
So one of the first nights there, after we all got settled in, we decided it was time to take some time to get to know each other and earn each other's trust now that we're all in this together, and we are probably going to be in this for a while. So one by one, we each told a little bit of stories about ourselves, not too much detail, just what we're comfortable with for now. Just so we get to know each other. And at the end of the session, after a few days of travel, the captain dropped us off in sort of like the middle of the plains in Corvair, a good distance away from the nearest city. Did we want Victor to tell his story?
If he's
Yeah,
there.
to do like a flashback.
Yes. One clarifier: you have not yet been dropped off.
Yeah,
Oh, we're on our way to being dropped off.
You
we're
were
like
there.
5 minutes
I
from
think
drop.
Valentine went over the side, and that's where we
Yeah.
ended.
Valentine's about to
Valentine.
get killed by an ancient red dragon.
Yes. That is correct. Although if you did your homework, you know there's no ancient red dragons at Corvair. Come on.
Sorry,
Oh.
ancient red
Pull on
draconoid.
to that class.
There aren't any ducks in Arenal either.
That's also true.
There aren't any ducks?
Not in Arenal, no.
The fuck?
I asked him for a spoiler, and that's what he gave me, and I was like,
There aren't too many ducks.
Not in Arenal.
Dude, that's going to be a crucial plot point.
That kind of makes
Probably a
sense,
continent.
actually. That's not a good habitat to live in for ducks. Like,
Like-
just fucking arid deserts, mostly.
Master Eye is afraid of ducks and he killed them all.
That's his weakness? What? Ducks.
We make a big, like, Chinese dragon duck
In the 80s.
run at him.
Kirk, if you ended up rolling your barbarian character, you should go the path of the totem duck.
Duck. There's a
Aw.
duck one, yeah, man.
Yeah,
go with
I've
the
read it.
Duck totem.
Wasn't fucking that one guest on Critical Role fucking Duck Totem?
Yeah,
Yes.
John Heder. It was made for it.
Napoleon Dynamite,
Legit.
yeah.
Loved it.
That would be fantastic against Mr. Right.
Fantasy France, yes. What about it? Oh, the sex robots, right?
yeah,
Yeah, they have those in Fantasy France.
So
they have to.
they do. And ducks. Ronnie.
6 ducks?
You'd have
Robot
to go there to
sex
find
ducks?
out.
Robot sex ducks.
Yeah, last session, which you probably didn't listen to since it took me so fucking long to get it uploaded. Everybody did. Dan posed a question that you guys should get to know each other better, and everybody revealed a little bit about their backstory, which you're welcome to go watch if you would like to hear everybody else's. But anything you would like to say about your own backstory right now is also welcome. Everybody just revealed little tidbits, essentially.
Yeah, because you guys don't really know anything about Victor.
They don't know anything about anybody. That was part of the exercise, which you should all get to know each other better and trust each other more. So at this point, if you would like, we will retcon slightly to back when you're sitting in here. Dan is drunk at this point, but everybody else is listening.
I'm Starcrest. What else do you need to know?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, I didn't know if we'd get much better. No.
Why don't you and your father get along?
Oh. Because I went into science.
Is he a religious monk?
And no.
Your father is.
Oh.
No, my father is a man of the state, a man of money.
Mercantile.
Yes.
And he doesn't
Why
like science?
Well, it's not because of that, but
It's because you're not making money.
that too.
Right.
It well, I should tell that. He's also a man that thinks the world falls into different categories and that you should stay within your own category.
Oh, he's a dick.
Oh.
Yeah. I've
Well-
known people like that.
Yes. Other than that, I went to I got sent to study in the university, which was okay. I got to learn more of the science.
Where?
Hmm?
Where?
Oh, at the capital.
Oh.
You know, the
Oh.
big city where we came from.
That we just left from?
Yes.
Ah.
That we can never return to?
Yes. But never say never. I guess if you have enough money, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's usually how it goes.
especially in Erna.
Mhm.
What about your mom?
Oh, she is at home, I guess.
Anything of note?
She was a soldier,
Oh,
which is kind of funny actually, since like my dad is a man of saying that everyone should be in their category and they follow their class and stuff like that.
and his
He
wife
didn't do
didn't. Yeah. So how'd they meet?
Military parade.
Of course. She big in the military?
I don't. No. She was an officer of some kind, I believe. She never really talked too much about that.
Oh, jeez.
And
So why
she
are
got to.
you adventuring? So what led you to the adventuring lifestyle? Why are you out?
Because. Well. Mostly because I wanted to prove myself and I was bored.
Prove yourself to your father?
Yes, I guess. To my family. And my youngest brother. Which I'm kind of jealous of.
Oh, really? Why? What does he do?
Adventuring.
Oh, right.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. It's been all over.
He's worked there now.
Hmm?
He's worked back where we came from. He works there.
Is that the guy
Yes,
we
probably.
met? Or wait,
I don't know. No, not him. No.
Does he have a name?
I don't know.
A name?
Well,
a group?
he's kind of young still, though, but he's been around. But, when you are the youngest of a lot of siblings and your family doesn't care about what you do that much,
Mhm.
well, they cared about me doing anything, so him doing what he wants is
Here you are.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Also, the man we met, my brother, is a Cornelius.
okay.
He's a merchant. He works in trade.
And I think we're done with this section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
With that, right before we get started, if everybody could go ahead and post their ACs and new health in the chat, please.
Mhm.
So are we not doing a question of the day, or?
No. We let Victor go ahead and handle the whole question of the day for everybody.
No, it's not the same.
Come on, okay. Favorite kinks, go.
Ducks.
Jesus, Arianel must have sucked for you, huh?
Things are gonna change from now on. As soon as Emmett sees a duck, you're gonna be like, "Oh, get rid of this fucking guy."
How do you feel on frogs?
Not attracted to him, but I like him
Okay.
in like a platonic sort of way.
All right. Friend zone, the frogs.
Yeah.
What if it's a gnome polymorphed into a frog?
If it's a duck polymorphed into a frog and it still quacks, I'm down. 100%.
Yeah.
God, that's just,
Valentine retires.
Say Valentine makes a duck noise with thaumaturgy.
I don't have the
Emmett-
spell.
Emmett just goes, "Oh, no."
God, it's the deer all over again.
What?
Comes in many forms.
You never met Aaron the deer fucker.
No.
He was a lifesaver, okay?
Yeah.
We intimidated a
Turn
bandit.
into a sword.
We intimidated a bandit, and we had a zone of truth on him, I think, or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
crit
he rolled a
failed.
nat 1 to resist it.
Yeah, so he started talking about how he really, really likes deer. So
No.
So he couldn't get any, so he had to
A
like
woman.
try.
Yeah,
and
exactly. That was the reason. Yeah, he couldn't get any, which is why he had to do that deer dirty.
No, ye old Tinder.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, didn't exist.
So we just kept making deer. Well, I kept making deer noises like with magic.
And then Romero sacrificed his soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened too. Good times.
D&D.
sounds awesome.
And there was a time between those 2 points, but yeah.
Something important.
It was just mainly, watching an old lady and deer noises.
All right.
Okay. So I should also mention there is a full moon tonight. This upcoming
shit!
night and
Yo.
tomorrow night. And actually, I should clarify it that tonight and tomorrow night both moons are full.
Ooh, we should do it.
I don't know how I missed that on the calendar earlier, but I looked it up
Uber
today.
bag. Prepare the Uber bag.
Let me think.
We have our supplies, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're good.
Gore.
Which, like I said, it is late in the afternoon currently. Probably 3 to 4 in the afternoon as you guys are pulling up into these empty plains that you can see surrounding you as the captain calls you all on deck. He's slowed the ship as much as he can. It's purring at like between, like I said, 30 and 45 miles an hour in a arcing circle right now. And with that, he lowered both a rope ladder with a rope with a bunch of knots tied into it, tied to the end of that rope ladder. That rope ladder drops about 50 feet before the rope drops another 30 feet, landing on the ground. Valentine climbs over and grabs the rope ladder as he salutes the captain, and I would like him to either make an athletics or an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, thank God. Wow. Yeah. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to use inspiration on that. Just let it happen.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
How long were we on the ship, by the way?
3 days?
You were on the ship about 2 days
Oh.
because the captain sped things up quite a lot to get you here quicker, and because he has covered your route for you. So
Okay.
nobody in Era now knows where his ship was heading or that you were on it, essentially.
Because the reason why I bought the spell scrolls was to
Help us out.
basically write them into my book while
Right. With this, however, as you place one foot down and the second foot, you lose grip with your hands and begin to plummet. I need you to make a dexterity save to try to grab this ladder again, or the rope, before you smash into the ground.
Okay.
19 is just enough as you reach
Yeah.
out, grabbing the ladder. Quite a few runs down. You've pretty much gone down the whole 50 feet of the ladder as you reach out and you're able to stop yourself, holding yourself tight. anybody else on the top board of the ship, you watched him step over, make it up to about 2 steps before he went into a free fall. Leaning over that side of the ship that again is still spinning at quite a pretty quick speed. You can see him holding on one arm onto like one of the last rungs of the ladder, with the rope still 30 feet below him to the ground.
Is that how we're supposed to do it?
He keeps on going like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Make
damn.
one more check for me as you try to get down the actual rope rather than the ladder.
Oh my god.
That's the inspiration. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. You are able, again, placing a foot down, and it starts to slip before you're able to catch yourself on that first knot, and you make your way down, letting go about 5 feet from the ground, and timing the inertia just right to where you don't fall on your face at all as you land, and the rope takes off away from you as the ship is still moving.
Immediate dangers and a stealth check if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, perception and stealth for me. Who's going next?
If Imith or Victor aren't gonna cast that spell, I don't know which of them would have wanted to transcribe that, but Dan's going next.
I was going to transcribe the Featherfall into my book. That's the reason why I bought the scroll.
I'll say you could have done that within the last 3 days.
The fucking mad lad.
Okay. Perception. The grass is very high. It's a little bit. It's quite a bit warmer here than it was in Arano. You would know actually, since you have lived here. That's probably just lucky for this time of the year, because it can still get really cold in these plains. But there's quite high grass. You don't notice any immediate signs of danger, and definitely no signs of any other people, villages, towns. You're pretty much in the middle of these plains here. High rolling hills on every side of you, and I will take that stealth into account. Dan, are you going next?
Well, does Victor say anything about the Featherfall or anything?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Dan's going down.
Acrobatics or athletics, if you do not mind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Ooh.
man.
You can make it down the ladder portion with no issues. Who's going next?
Quick question.
Yes.
Does the jump spell like reduce falling damage?
No.
It does not.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. I will go ahead and go next.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics sounds good.
Since I was there when Victor
I
got
like your
he
inspiration on that.
specifically. Oh my god, guys!
Wait,
Oh,
before you do inspiration on that, you can get the Featherfall.
This motherfucker. Who are you targeting?
It should target like
Everybody.
5 people.
Is it up to 5 people?
yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
I
okay.
need you to make
Because it's
a
within
dexterity
6
save, Victor.
Okay. Because
Oh
dexterity
god, those are
saving
crappy
throw.
rolls. Holy shit.
Yeah.
we've
Anyway.
had like a couple really good rolls, and then we've rolled just as a group. Fucking awful.
Yeah.
Okay, you are able to cast Featherfall on him as he also misses that first rung of the ladder and goes flying down towards the ground rapidly. Are you only casting on him, or who else are you casting on?
On everyone else, because when we are 5 people, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be you, Imith, Temerity, and that's it, because you cannot reach Dan from your current position. And Severin. Correct?
Yeah, sure. Then I go jumping off the ship.
Okay.
Is the captain nearby?
The captain is nearby, who looks very concerned at the last 2 people who have fallen off the the side of the ship here. Severin, though, as you're following, you fall for about 10 feet before you rapidly begin to slow as the spell takes effect. And you're still falling about 60 feet a second towards the ground at this point. Did you use that inspiration or not?
No.
Okay, so you can keep that, and you're pretty sure you're gonna die. but as you fell with that nat 1, you were pushed too far away from the edge of the ladder to be able to reach out and grab it. So the ground is just rushing up towards you right now, rapidly.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm out of range of the spell?
You're out of range of the ladder that's against the ship. You don't quite know that the spell has been cast on you because you're still falling at 60 feet around.
You're panicked.
It was pretty rapid. Victor, you jump off the side of the ship.
Do I see this shit happen?
Well,
Dan, I
I'm
do
gonna
need you to make your
shit.
acrobatics check.
Yeah.
17, you easily make your way down the rest of the rope ladder as Severin comes flying by you. Victor, you look up, who's also seems to have jumped off the ship and is rapidly falling towards the ground also.
Can I, is it possible for me to cast Mage Hand on the rope and have it pull it towards me?
Maybe not when I'm there. But yeah, do I see this guy falling? Can I grab him? Because I don't know he's under the effects.
Make a dex save.
Dan's trying to catch this guy.
Temerity Imith, who's going next?
Well, I'm gonna ask the captain real quick. Where's the closest town nearby? Which direction?
There's Korth, which was the town that I was going to take you to. It's about 175 miles north of here, northwest.
Anything closer?
There's a couple smaller towns a little bit closer, but that's the closest large port.
Where are the smaller towns? What direction?
Same direction.
Same direction? North?
Northwest.
Northwest. All right. And Emmett's gonna like salute him and like walk to the edge and drop off backwards.
Okay.
Did Victor tell us he was casting this spell?
Yeah, well, you saw me cast a spell.
I would assume so.
Okay.
At least the people up top. Again, Severin was already falling when it got cast on him. I never got your dexterity save to try to catch Severin there, Dan.
Can I or can I not?
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, give me the dexterity save. I'm gonna say
Oh,
Severin could not use Mage Hand because he, I think it's happening so fast you're freaking out a little bit there.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna use luck.
Oh.
Because Dan doesn't know he's good. And he wants to catch this guy. Yeah, 22.
Make a strength save, please.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, well, I have proficiency.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
Severin, as you're falling and flailing, very luckily, Dan reaches out and grabs your arm, and it hurts, Dan. You feel like both your shoulders are pulled out of place as the full weight of Severin catches on you as you're holding him, one arm still holding the end of this rope ladder about to descend. But you are not ripped from the ladder to fall without the feather fall spell.
Yeah, and he uses that straight momentum from him falling at that speed to kind of just hurl him.
So you,
Not
like,
in a
wanna
bad way,
swing
but
him and
use
let
that
him go?
momentum to just, swing him so that he's not gonna slam into the ground so much
Okay.
as just
So you
roll.
throw him at
hopefully.
more of an angle. It's still
Yeah,
30 feet to
exactly.
the ground, which he makes pretty quickly. And again, Severin, you still think it's going to hurt. However, when you land, it's as though you just jumped and landed back down on your feet.
Dan does the same thing when he swings back and then back again to try and do that same thing.
Are you jumping from the 30 feet, or you climbing
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the rope, correct?
he's like, I thought I was at the end of the rope already.
No, if you tried to grab him, you would have been a little higher up. But you already made the check, so you do climb the rest of the way down the rope.
Yeah, and then try and
step off,
easily
no problem.
step off. Isn't a 30 feet drop?
No, so you have the rope ladder, which goes 50 feet down, and
Yeah.
then you have a rope tied to the end of that ladder, which drops 30 more feet to the ground.
To the okay, I thought
And
there
it's
was a
then
30
hanging
foot
on the
gap.
ground.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, he just gets down.
Cool.
And if he had, seen that this wasn't a 30-foot drop, he would have just dropped him on the ground. No throwing.
Well, like I said, when you caught him, it was still 30 feet.
Okay, yeah.
The timing.
Okay. Whatever.
Imith also falling down, and now Victor. But by the time they are both falling, you've already made it to the ground, Dan. As you watch as both Imith and Victor are flying towards the ground at a rapid speed.
I think they're going too fast for him to grab, even if he runs. So I hope they're okay.
Temerity, what are you doing?
Temerity's got her eyes like half covered, watching all of this and just like peeking through her fingers. I'm gonna watch and make sure they hit the ground first.
Make a perception check for me.
See how they go. That's a 7.
It's hard to see. You do see Dan try to catch Severin, and then Severin go flying and land. You can't tell if he's like dead. You can kind of see where he landed, but it's hard to tell from 80 feet up here. You also see Dan and Emeth land. Victor and Emeth land. And if you watch for a little bit, even with that perception, you can see they seem to be walking around just fine.
This is not, wow, alright. She's gonna very carefully sit on the edge, take a couple of really, really deep breaths, kind of look up at the sky, and then push herself.
Okay, and the fear does fill you as, again, you're dropping at a rapid pace all the way down. And all Victor, Emeth, and Temerity feel the sensation as you're flying towards the ground. However, as you land, again, it is a soft landing, just as though you jumped 2 feet and then landed back down.
She
With
hugs
that,
the bird.
you guys are all a little bit spread out, but you do see the ladder being pulled back up. Looking up about near 100 feet in the air, you do see the ship slowly circling as it straightens out, pointing towards the east, and starts taking off that way before you hear the blare and see fire ignite behind the ship as it takes off at a rapid speed.
Temerity waves goodbye.
That might draw some attention.
I'm gonna walk over to Dan and I'm gonna walk over to Dan and just shake his hand. Thanks for that. How the hell did you get me to land so softly? That was impressive.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I was very much expecting you to just lose maybe a little less than half your teeth. That was being lucky.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Our arms aren't out of their sockets or anything like that.
Oh, mine might be actually. You're fucking heavy.
Yeah, I am. I realize that. I'm gonna hit him with a hit point of lay on hands just to pat him on the shoulder. Thank you.
Yeah, and that does relieve some of the soreness.
Yeah.
That was a hard DC to make, so nice on that nat 20 there. Otherwise, you would have been ripped right off that fucking ladder.
Yeah.
But thanks. That was pretty awesome.
All right, everyone all right?
Yep.
That way.
Captain says there's a small town northwest of here.
Did he tell you how far?
Less than 175 miles. That's the next closest.
What? Meridar is
Yeah.
50 miles south.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, so I figure, we're gonna be camping rough, but, that's the closest. It's specifically why I told him 150 so miles away south of Karna, because I know exactly where Meridar is.
Well, I forgot about Meridar, I'll be honest.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's getting later. We should get out of the tall grass before we camp, so we need to get moving.
How are we
Yeah.
getting out of the tall grass? Because there's tall grass everywhere.
You hope you find a clearing.
Yeah.
And if you can't, you very quickly make one.
Yeah. Let's get on
Speaking
going.
of such, I would like luck rolls from the group, please.
Okay.
Oh no. Natural 20!
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Hey,
the rest of
natural
us will
20.
Holy
Except,
shit. Holy fuck.
so all of us will get in except Tristan and Kirk.
Count those as 30s.
No offense, I needed these in another game.
plus 30.
Dude, that's a 20 and a 19 on advantage. That's really
Yeah,
good.
man, that's disgusting.
Am I missing one? Oh, 7 plus 7. Gives
Your
you
luck
guys
score is 3?
2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
Or
16
or
luck.
s-
Yeah, 16.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man.
divided by 6.
And he gets advantage because he fucking.
Gives you guys just into the nat 20 range. Barely.
Yeah.
That's a 15 overall. So, congrats. Good. Nice on those nat 20s to make up for the lesser rolls there.
Yeah. I
The
think
lucky
it does.
feat gives you advantage.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking-
what was that
I
roll
was
for?
thinking it might be like +1 to luck as well, or something like that.
I believe it was just advantage. Right, Tristan? You just got advantage.
I am not 100% sure anymore.
I think
there
he
might have
rolled
been a
really
bonus.
nice on his luck rolls. That's why he has a +3.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
that might have been the thing, too.
And then
Yeah, that's pretty
if you
awesome.
take the lucky feat, it gives you advantage on all luck checks.
Nice.
On top of everything else that it normally
Yeah.
does in game.
So, what was that for, Josh?
You guys will see.
Okay. So, I'll start leading the pack, I suppose.
Not even a survival check needed, as you're very familiar with the area. You know right where you're heading.
Alright.
It is going to be about 3 days travel by foot, though.
Okay, yeah. Can we bring up the map?
I
Oh,
can. One of you has a map, correct?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, Victor.
I have a map of the world.
Map of Sifar.
You don't have a map of Corvair, though, right? Just the world.
Nope.
Okay.
Just the world and Arnell.
Oh, shit.
We are here in the big green square.
You guys are right here,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you were heading to about right here-ish.
Yeah.
100 miles. What?
It's about, like I
Not
said, 75 miles. This is accurate, but I'm just not clicking it correct from where you are to where it is.
Okay. So, it's about 3 days travel. Okay. May I do some checks just to see if I remember, potential dangerous natural predators, that sort of thing?
Yeah. Make a survival check for me.
Local, bandit populations. I don't know why they'd be in the middle of an open field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But, natural 20.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
He's back home.
unreal. Yeah, you guys teleport as you join hands with Valentine. No. Bandits are fairly well taken care of. This is actually one area in Arenal. If there were any bandit parties, this would probably be where. It's one of the
And
less patrolled areas in Corvair, correct. However, there are a few beasts that wander here. Most giant beasts, dangerous monsters have been killed or ran out of Corvair in general. So there's no giants anymore. There's no dragons anymore. However, you know that there's things like giant spiders that wander these lands, tigers, T-Rexes, elephants. What?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Oh, shit. These dinosaurs. Okay.
So the
Fairly
luck roll
rare.
to see what we randomly run into.
I
Wait, hold up.
suppose.
I thought last time we had to do a check for Romero to turn me into a dinosaur because they didn't exist anymore.
They
Magic
did not-
stuff over the past, 700
It's been a
years.
long time.
It
Yeah.
has been a very long time.
For
Okay.
the last 1,000 years, T-Rexes have re-evolved.
They've been restored.
Maybe they were just extinct on this continent, but have since traveled from
They
other
were
continents.
imported.
Imported
They-
right.
Fantasy France.
No. There was a white mage that had his own Jurassic program.
Don't bring race into this, okay?
They brought over 24 mating pairs for hunting.
Oh my god.
It's an invasive species. The
It was
T-Rex.
Noah's
So you
Ark.
know there's going to be the T-Rex proof fence.
Corvair had a war against the T-Rex herds and lost.
Thermal bullets.
Okay. I'll let everyone know that there are ancient dinosaurs, tigers, and giant spiders in these lands.
Emmett's
just
gonna
keep-
ask what a dinosaur is.
Well, a dinosaur is an ancient reptile that, it's big. It's got a lot of teeth. Look at it wrong, it'll kill you.
Gotcha.
If you see a giant, no wings, different sizes. When you see one, you'll know it's a dinosaur. It's a big lizard.
Well, I pray we don't see one.
Me too. Me too. Trust me.
Okay. Well, what has Dan seen in the way of big fucking lizards on air now?
None.
Okay, even worse.
They went
Okay.
extinct with the ducks in the last
Oh,
calamity.
indeed. Got it. Okay. Okay, so we do not want to attract attention then?
It would. Yeah, it'd be best not to.
Okay, I'm not going to fire my gun then until we get there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It'll
Yeah.
be a 3-day trip, so sound carries.
Yeah, it does.
So, let's get somewhere advantageous to bed down, and then it's a moon. What's the moon? It's full tonight,
Yeah,
so
which
we can do the
be-
bag.
We can make
Yeah.
the whole thing and
This
come
is
to snow.
the thing.
Fairly, getting close to evening. You can see both moons in the sky right now, at opposite ends, both completely full.
So strong.
Very strong.
Double power, double storage.
It's gonna be a very bright night for sure.
Oh no. Do we need a stump? No. Okay. We don't. Cool. That's the other bag. Okay. Cool. I'll start ranging ahead.
Excellent.
I'll go second.
How long are you guys traveling?
I'd say until about. When does it get dark?
Right now it gets dark about like 9-10, so you guys have about 3 hours left of light.
Okay. I'd say we go until we either find a suitable camping site or until 10, whichever comes sooner.
I'll say probably right around 9:30. Make a survival check for me, actually.
The natural 20 doesn't carry?
Your natural 20 got you a lot of sweet history. T-Rexes are not seen very often, so.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. 7.
7. Okay. I'll say right about 10:30. So it's about an hour after the sun has fallen. You find a spot where the grass is lower, but it's high around you. It gives you good cover. That would be ideal for camping.
Make sure it's not like an animal's bedding, like where they've laid down.
With your natural survival, it might be, but it hasn't been used in a while.
Okay. No dung.
No, it doesn't look fresh. The grass is starting to peak back up. Again, probably with the heavy rains this time of year. That's the reason it's still down. No recent signs of any beasts.
I was
Alright,
going
this
dead fucking last, and as soon as Valentine turns around, he's gonna notice there's another Warforged who looks exactly like him at the end of the line.
Well, I mean, first he's gonna inside check. What is that? Oh, yeah. There you go.
I mean, Valentine's not stupid.
Yeah, he pulled the trick.
Conclusions. He also has pulled that trick. Either Temerity has been kidnapped by this Warforged who stuck around, or that Warforged is somehow Temerity.
Hello, I'm 700 years old.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So you just multiply? Yeah. Okay, I see
Yeah,
how it
it's-
is.
It's how we reproduce. You didn't see me
Yeah.
osmose over in the grass.
What?
Osmosis. It's when I split in half and create another one of me.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, I also killed Temerity, which is why she isn't here.
Scientifically defined as the diffusion of Warforged.
Yeah.
How often can you do this?
The other Warforged just giggles.
Yeah.
Super weird.
That ain't Valentine.
I do it once every 5 years. Keeps the population up. Anyway,
Do you
this
have
is a
to
good
kill
place to
somebody
bed
every
down.
time you do it?
Yeah, blood
Okay.
sacrifice to the great machine god.
Yeah, you gonna do the bag thing?
Yeah.
Do the back thing.
Yes, I'm gonna keep watch.
Yeah. As she giggled, she dropped the spell. So,
It's very
and
cute.
she still had the crow with her. So it was.
So deed giveaway.
Where is? Okay, yeah, I have stuff for cloak, or stuff for bag. Where did I put it? Here it is. Got it. It's in my inventory.
Okay, bag time.
Yeah.
What was it language?
Elvish.
Who reads Elvish?
Victor, if I recall.
Yes.
I do, but I don't think you want me reading out the nice words here for fear
Well-
of dialect coming through and fucking things up.
Sure. But just read out the instructions so we all know.
Oh yeah, okay, I can do that. Okay. And he does so.
Okay, so no blood sacrifice.
Ah, funnily enough.
Usually, blood sacrifice in creating magic items, I imagine.
Okay.
There is a blood sacrifice.
It says
Well, not your
only
blood though.
craft this if you are hardy enough to do so.
Also, one of the ingredients is Fey blood.
Yeah, Fable. Yeah, okay.
Just make sure.
Only craft this if you're hardy enough to do so. Okay, so seems like you need to be a fairly hardy individual to do it.
Hmm?
Okay.
Severin, do you read Elvish?
Cough,
cough,
because I don't want you to fuck this up.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh.
Okay. Who's got the highest con?
I'm not the toughest person around.
I have.
I am not okay.
I just increased mine a bit, so I'm at a decent
Though-
high, and I've got the saving throw.
I think he's our bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did survive an explosion once.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
An explosion?
Yes.
That's pretty hardy, as things go.
We don't know if it'll explode.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah. Okay, so let's I remember the words, so let's write them down for Severin
Okay.
in a dialect in which he is accustomed.
Do we have to say them in Elvish, or do we? Could we write it out in an phonetically? That's the word.
Can we do an Arcana check on that, or?
Oof.
Does it have a footnote we had not yet discovered?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll Arcana checks all around, proficient or not.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Okay, Victor, my boy, save us.
There we go. Finally. Even at that karma.
You would know any spells that require words would probably have to be said in those words and pronounced correctly. So the dialect thing is important, and it should probably be spoken in Elvish.
Fuck.
So, Victor, how's your constitution?
Hey,
I think it's either. It has to be Victor.
I can do it.
Okay.
Well, be ready to help him out, I guess.
Sacrifice for the party.
Trying to see if I,
Anything-
like, any spells that can help him out or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
Do I have? No, I can't. I don't have second levels yet. I don't even think enhance abilities are ranger.
Okay. I'm not fussing about. Let's do this.
Well, we gotta wait 2 hours until midnight, so.
Ah, that's true.
Which I'll say you guys have waited most of that time trying to figure out the instructions, getting your camp set up, that sort of thing.
Okay. Right, so let's, before we start this ritual, figure out what we're doing. Victor is doing the most of it. I don't know, everyone should just be prepared with handing items to him, I suppose.
Sure. Do
I'll
that.
take everything out of my bag and arrange it in the order in which it is going to be pulled.
Okay, I'll keep watch, make sure nothing's sneaking up on us. Okay. Good luck. Victor, don't fuck it up.
Just the following instructions.
Don't fuck it up. Good luck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. So, let's see here. And Victor starts with the cloth.
Okay. You lay the cloth down in the
Mm-hmm.
open
And
ground.
he'll
And
say
do
and everything here is in Elvish, right?
it is.
So it's witness the bearer of my burdens.
And as you speak those words, the paper which you're holding, reading this off of, begins glowing soft pink and whistling, even though there's no wind on this night. It's rustling as though wind is blowing through it. A couple seconds later, the cloth that you laid down also starts giving off a bright pink hue, kind of lighting up you guys' little campsites, as it also starts rustling as though being blown by the wind.
And I'll soak the cloth with the Fey blood.
Okay.
Gifted by small but ever strong.
As a euphoric scent starts to bleed from the cloth, all of you smell different things, but just the best scent you've ever smelt. The paper itself starts to glow a softer yellow, while the Fey blood sitting on top of this cloth, this purple cloth, begins glowing bright red.
Takes the pearls and lay them spaced evenly around the cloth. And while doing so, he says, I'm breaking in the deepest of pressure.
And with that, the pearls spinning slowly in a large circle around the cloth, all laid evenly, as a large whistling noise comes from the cloth, and you guys all watch as these pearls, perfectly round, begin to flatten themselves as the cloth slowly lifts up, each pearl becoming completely flat before untying themselves into the cloth, where it now has a bunch of different spotted colors per the pearls, the paper still glowing soft yellow.
And Victor starts folding the bag.
Okay.
After the, yeah.
And it
Assumes
holds
a
itself
diagram
in place. Still slowly floating, rotating. It holds itself into the shape that you fold it, which the diagram's very easy to follow.
Yeah. And then I'll
Yeah, there we go.
reluctantly take both fish eyes and feather and start chewing them.
As the disgusting texture and taste hits your mouth, you easily overcome it. However, a couple seconds later, it intensifies 10 times. It's the worst taste you've ever tasted in your life, and the texture makes it feel like your tongue is growing and you're chewing on your own tongue. I need to make a con save at this point, please.
As you hear Victor gag.
Yeah.
Riv up those inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw. Here we go.
Listen, I think we want the best bag, so
Yeah.
I'll use an inspiration. Reroll. Or, is it a reroll, or can you take the better one if he keeps rolling bad?
I'll roll another one. I don't know. That will-
Inspiration takes whatever the last one is. It's just a straight reroll.
Oh, okay. Shit. Yeah, reroll. Reroll one.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Hey, man. We want a good bag, right? Reroll it again. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
That's as
yeah,
much as I'm willing to put in.
Yeah.
Any more inspirations?
This is pretty good.
How many do we have left, like as a party?
I
I've
have
got
3.
one.
I'm not
You have
giving
3?
up. The last one.
No, we'll take this.
Okay.
Don't worry.
With that, you're able to and slowly spit the things out without vomiting all over your new bag. The bag itself starts to glow a very soft blue, and deep purple smoke begins rising up and out of the top of the bag as the bag starts to form itself into a much tighter area.
Ever light, ever seeing, always knowing my wishes. And I'll pour the potion of divination into the bag.
Okay.
Making any burden manageable.
With that, the smoke completely ceases at once as the bag starts growing thin ropes that are tied around the top of it, straight out of the sides of the bags, as though to be able to tighten the top, and it starts glowing bright green.
And I'll place this recipe. Place the recipe in a bag.
Okay.
Say, ever on my back will be late.
With that, I need dexterity saves from everybody, please.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Did it fuck.
The con save wasn't high enough.
Oh.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
He's at ground zero.
Yeah, he is.
I was right
Dan.
behind him, I guess, trying to see how the thing was going.
Dan and Emeth, you both take 6 points of fire damage as a large blast of fire releases from this bag from inside of it. Temerity and Victor, you guys both take 8 fire damage, and your eyebrows and hair are now pretty freaking singed and look pretty
Or
rough.
I'm resistant to fire
You
as
are
a
resistant?
tiefling.
Okay. So you would take half of that, and your hair is fine. Victor, your hair, whatever was left that was not chopped,
Yeah.
it is singed to hell. But laying before you is a bright purple bag with small black stars embedded in it, and 2 ropes. This acts as a normal bag of holding, but as you guys have done this during 2 full moons, it can instead fit any object 10 by 12 inside of it. The bag itself at any given point weighs 5 pounds, and it can hold up to 1,800 pounds.
Holy shit. Yo, dog.
We just got a warehouse.
That's pretty good. Who wants to
Wow.
hold that? Yeah.
I mean, I am the one carrying around all this heavy gold. If you wouldn't mind.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause throughout Arianel, he had like this sack over his fucking shoulder full of platinum.
You should put the bags of cash inside there.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll pull them off.
Try with one bag first, just to be safe.
Sure. I'll take a spear bag and just chuck 10 platy in there.
Okay.
And open up the bag of holding, pop it in.
And you hear the jingle as it seems to fall for a while before it seems to have hit whatever bottom that bag has.
The hell?
Question, Josh.
Yes,
Can that bag fit a person?
easily.
Yeah, body disposal, my dude.
Just not for long.
Oh no! If this one's so big, then even if we stick a for random example, a polymorph squirrel in there.
Did not explode upon impact on this one.
Would
This
not
bag,
explode.
this bag is much larger than a normal bag of holding.
I'll reach in and I'll like think about the bag of platinum I just dropped.
Yeah, reaching in, it's completely empty, and as you think about that bag of platinum, you feel the top of the bag seep itself into your grasp, and you're holding it, and you can pull it out.
Well, that works.
Because you did not puke, you did not get a bag of devouring.
Oh, it's good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Hey, would he have puked on the 13th?
Yes, he would have puked.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
DC 15.
Yeah, DC was 15.
Gosh, damn.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
you did a full moon rather than a half moon. It's double full moon. Sorry. It was the stats I gave you. Had it been a single full moon, it would have been 10 by 10 and hold 1,500 pounds.
Damn.
On a half moon, it would have only held objects 3 by 6 and only held 600 pounds while weighing 10 pounds. And had you done it when there was no moon or new moons in the sky, it would have held objects 2 by 2 weighing 15 pounds and only holding 300 pounds.
Jesus.
So,
We did it, boys.
optimal.
We got
So
him.
we
Got it, guy.
Can you
we got
make
a whole
a-
freaking cart in here.
Probably. Well, space. You know, getting it in.
Yeah, can you make a new handout? Because, like, yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
feel like we can dump some stuff right now.
Sure.
Yeah, me
Help
too.
us all out.
I'm only going to give access to whoever's holding it. Everybody will be able to view it, but I'm only going to give the access to edit to whoever's holding the bag.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just make sure
Uh,
you're not getting shit double added to it.
Is
Yeah,
that me?
point.
Everyone okay with me carrying it?
yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
man.
good. Carrying it.
Sounds good to me.
I will put
Okay.
it in your items.
I will delete stuff per bag and Nick's note out of my inventory.
Where is that?
I'd like to put my my great sword in there, since I don't seem to be using that often.
Sure. Let me just find the.
I'm making it right now.
Give me a minute. And then we'll list off all the shit we're dumping in this bag.
Okay, it's under items with your deck.
Next bag. Okay. Alrighty. So. Open for business. Great sword?
Yeah.
Mundane.
Josh, are we still in our fancy clothing?
You are.
Okay.
Meredith's
Emmett's gonna
go.
go.
Change as soon as she could.
Yeah.
As soon as she
Yeah.
washed.
Emmett's gonna go into the tall grass or around a tree and change into his robes, and then put his fancy clothes into the bag.
I don't have either of those anymore. Let me check my inventory. Okay, this is all I'm putting in the bag.
Okay. Oh, here's a good idea. I'll just fucking label it as people's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'll just add like little sectors for this is for Emmett, this is for Severin.
Yeah, good idea.
So
Yeah.
Emmett, fancy clothes. Yeah, if it probably just post it in the chat. I'll type it up.
I don't really have much.
With an apostrophe. Great sword. It's just a normal great sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. You putting the bomb in there?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be carrying around no bomb with flasks of oil if I can help it.
That's fair enough.
As he places the explosive device into the bag. Being more
Why
careful.
did it do that as formatting? Now I can't get around it. Fine.
Josh?
Yes.
Nah, never mind. They're probably not that big. Because I was thinking I have How would it look on a guy carrying tinker's tools, leatherworking tools, glass work blowers tools?
You probably have a
Uh,
separate bag for all your tools.
I have a backpack too. Yeah, so. 2 maps. Let's see. I have a crossbow that shaft fires a grappling hook. Flintlock pistol. Sleeping bag. Clothes. Ugh. Common clothes.
Yeah. Oh, you put a grater in there too, eh? Okay.
Could stick Timothy in the bag.
I ain't gonna try that. I don't know if there's air in the bag.
There's the air, it's just how much is in there.
How
I-
quickly did we off Squirrel Man last time?
He's got his own pouch. He's cool.
Last time, Paul, they polymorphed somebody into a squirrel, threw it in their bag of holding, and when it unpolymorphed, because it was larger than the interior bag, it ripped the bag into shreds, taking everything in the bag, as well as the exploded human.
Oh, that sucks.
Josh was very kind because he didn't open a 10-foot portal to the astral plane. And
Yeah,
TPK.
that would have been a party wipe.
Some gith in the astral plane just steps in a puddle of dude.
Pretty much.
He also let us keep our diamonds, so that was really nice of him.
Gale.
Yeah.
What is the scare squad?
The people who were stalking us.
Oh, from the Thieves Guild.
The Thieves
I'm sure
Guild.
there were, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's who they were. I couldn't remember who they were.
Thieves
the
Guild.
name.
I don't know.
So-
Okay. Yeah.
When we murdered them, and rescued the slaves with the Dauntless, I robbed a corpse.
Right.
Mm.
As we are wont to do.
I'm not sure I ever actually told anybody that I robbed a corpse. Actually.
Hey, where did you get this?
By the way, guys, I got this stuff off a dead body.
Okay.
Don't we all? That's what he
Does
says.
Stan recognize that cloak?
No.
Well, no, like the design of it, not who it's from.
Of those silver-edged black cloaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you got okay.
And I got one of their symbols as well.
Hmm.
That is the thieves people thing, right?
Yeah,
I thought it might come in handy at some point.
it might. Don't want to have those if they
Probably not
Capture.
theirs to begin with.
well, it's kind of their uniform.
Well, being a thief and having a uniform sounds like counterintuitive.
The hell
When
you
you run the
mean?
city.
Yeah, they don't need to really do or worry about the law, so why not have that?
Victor, are you putting anything in?
No, I'm keeping my stuff. Thank you.
Okay. As you're putting stuff in, like, Valentine just looks at it, writes it down in a little notebook. He's running. He has a tally to make sure he keeps track of everything.
Hmm.
Okay. So it is done.
Also, if we could pick up some light armor at some point. I had a spell for it, but I had to give it up to get the disguise spell. So my armor is a lot better now that I have the Ring of Protection, and I just leveled up my dexterity. But yeah,
Okay.
nice exact roll again.
Buy some armor. Oh, I put the gold in there too. Well, I mean, should I keep gold as a separate document, Josh?
It's completely up to you.
I'll put it in there.
Like I said, you can put it in there. That would work just fine. Because again, you're the only one that has access to edit. So it'll not get added.
Party. Yeah, I'll put a party equipment.
So if at some point Valentine dies and we have to rob his corpse, we'll deal with it then.
Yeah. As is tradition.
Okay. So you guys all going to sleep?
I stay watch all night, obviously.
Okay.
With my amazing robot skills.
Yeah, make a
Yes.
perception check.
We're doing watches now. Oh,
Oh God.
it's catching up.
Right. Well, no recourse for that.
Now I don't want to go to sleep.
Oh, too late.
You've always taken shifts with
Yeah.
me. Just
Have we? I thought we previously just let Valentine do it just because he didn't need to sleep and the rest of us did.
Well,
well, when you were in an inn, you were all in bedrooms. I was just outside.
Dan also watches.
Yeah.
Even with him awake, he always takes the last one though. That's the thing.
Sure. Well, that's my check anyway, so prepare yourself.
Oh, look, a T-Rex. Sneaks up on us.
Valentine being eaten by a T-Rex.
Just in the background, we suddenly hear da 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 da.
And like wire fizzing noises.
The water in our cups like starts shaking every once in a while.
Oh my god, fuck off.
Oh shit! I'm just looking through my ranger stuff. Nothing for fucking.
Well, Emmett's gonna take a long rest. He trusts Valentine.
Yeah, throughout the night, nothing eventful does happen.
Okay.
You guys able to awake? Getting pretty... I mean, you're a little hungry at this point. You did have nice meals on the ship, though. So if you'd like to eat any rations, now would be the time, though.
Oh, I mean, if Dan's keeping last shift, I can go hunt some food with my ranger stuff. Forage.
Mind you, I still can't see shit in the dark. That's the thing. I'm just up
Right.
and awake
Just light a fucking torch.
at night.
Do we not have a campfire?
We will have a campfire.
Yeah, we had a campfire.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I won't be too far. I'll just be out foraging for like a little while.
Okay.
Got it.
You can easily forage your party some food.
Are you making perception?
No, because like I said, I already said you guys were good, so.
Okay.
For brevity's sake, is there anything you would like to do throughout the next 2 days?
Emmett will try to train Timothy to attack on command yet again.
Okay. Take 2 animal handling checks, please. Or 3. Sorry, it's 3 days.
Hey, okay.
Okay, sweet. The
He's
third
getting
day, you can't tell if it's just chance, but he seems to be getting it. Yeah, he bites your finger whenever you tell him to for a few in a row there.
Cool.
Practicing sharpshooting again.
Dan is trying to practice with his gun, but it's probably very hard to do without firing it. So
Feel
he is
really cool as you point it up and pretend to shoot it.
he is legit just trying to remember the times he did shoot it and just apply distance and like where the shot would be in his head. But it's probably real bad practice because he can't check it at all.
Yeah, it's hard to see if it's working, but you try.
Yeah.
Temerity, anything?
I'm asking Severin, does he want my help with maintaining concentration on spells?
Oh yeah, anytime. I was about to type that in.
That's why I said kaboom ?
I think you're talking about his gun.
No, no. That would be no kaboom because he's trying not to shoot it.
With Ronnie. Go ahead.
I'll help Severin with that, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna practice firing spells from invisibility because now I have invisibility.
Okay. Which, Ronnie, that did happen also while you were gone. Valentine did shoot Dan with his own gun, and Dan now has a large hole in his boot.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I'm reminded of that
We need
every
a
time a fucking breeze passes through my foot. Every single footfall.
Do you have cobbler's tools, Ronnie?
I have tinkerer's tools and leatherworking tools, so I could
Hey!
pack it up with leatherworking.
Yes, you could. One of the nights, if you would like to.
Yes, please do
Yeah.
that.
Do some maintenance on everyone's shoes.
Make a leatherworking check using dexterity, please. Dexterity based on proficiency.
So yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Let us know.
you're able to patch
Jeez.
those boots up really nice. Add a little bit
Become
extra
boots of
leather
haste.
on them. And patch up the rest of your party shoes really quick one night so that they're all like brand new almost.
yeah. You see, Victor being hyper focused for the.
Is there anything else you would like to do during these 3 days, Victor?
I would like to learn more spells to my, or add more spells to my spell book.
Okay.
Or my spark notes.
I'd say you have enough time to add one more.
Okay. I think I should choose disguise self. I'll just check with spells.
And while you guys are wandering the first day, you do hear a loud, resounding thump. Kind of slow, but very heavy footfalls as the water in your canteens begins to shake.
Oh my god.
I send Desmond flying up to see if he can see what it is.
And he easily flies above the grass and can see a herd of elephants. Looks to be about 12 of them marching across the plains, maybe half a mile to a mile south of you guys.
I will relate this to the party.
Oh, elephants. Okay, thank God.
I've seen those sometimes in circus.
Nice animals, really. Very
They-
good communication.
Do not want to be close to them.
No, ideally you don't. But if you get a friendly one, you can pat it.
Elephants.
Very expressive, very intelligent. I like
I
it.
see.
They make excellent steeds if you have fine steed.
Noted.
Mm.
The second day, you guys also come upon another wandering herd, but this time of horses. About 15 different wild horses.
Oh. Any friendly ones? Like friendly-ish?
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Can I use my ring of animal friendship
Yo.
Yeah, there you go.
and
Yo.
cast animal friendship on one of the horses?
Is that the actual spell? Animal friendship?
Yes.
It's got to save too.
But
Or intelligence or 4 or higher, it fails.
Make a animal handling check, please.
Ooh,
Oh my
Okay.
god. What?
Valentine, there is a younger horse that you're trying to get nearer to. However, the rest of the herd is a little skittish, and they don't full on run away, but that they're keeping their distance. Emeth, you're able to approach close enough to use that spell. Yes.
and I would like to mount it if I could.
It's a cult. It's
Well, yeah, but
it's
Would I die?
No, but would he?
Are you trying to mount the young one or one of the older ones?
One of the older ones.
Give me 1 sec. I don't know. I doubt. Does a horse have a fucking intelligence higher than 4? I would assume so.
I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
I feel like normal animals are like 2.
Yeah, no, that's -4. Okay.
Oh,
What's your spell DC?
13 if I remember. Yes.
13.
13, yes.
Yeah, the spell seems to work, and you are able to mount the horse. It doesn't seem to have any issues. The rest of its herd doesn't leave it. Kind of spaces themselves between you, giving themselves like 25 to 30 feet.
Dope.
That's very, very well done.
I had a little help, and I'll point to my ring.
I used to be able to talk to him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why not
Oh, wow.
anymore?
I forgot how.
Which
I'm
at this
very
point,
old.
you're also able to lead the horse back to your party, and the colt does follow. Now that it has a friend able to lead it back, and you're all able to pet the smaller horse that does seem pretty friendly.
As I'm stroking it, it's like I was gonna butcher it for meat, but you know,
I mean, that's still on the table.
yeah. But it seems friendly, and you know, I don't know. Horse meat isn't really worth watching the light go out of a young horse's eyes. We'll find like a bear or something later.
Bear
You
meat?
keep, yeah, very tough.
It's greasy.
It's the best fucking meat in the world.
That's very good. Have you eaten bear?
Yes. Oh god.
Asking in character, but okay.
I can't contain myself, right? I tried to order some online. Shit's expensive. It's like $90 a pound.
Yeah,
Josh
you-
has a
you
theory
bear food.
that because bear tastes so good because it's a carnivore, that people would taste pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Uh,
people
And
eat
I
pork
agree.
pork meat.
okay.
I am never visiting you guys.
You're telling me if the chance came up, you wouldn't eat human meat?
I would totally eat a person.
If it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, man. What is Kirk? What
You
does a
know,
paladin think of that? Willing
This is out of character.
cannibalism.
You don't have to assume what human tastes like because there are cannibals in the world that have attested to what it tastes like.
It's supposed to
Yeah,
be very
but how
close
do you
to pig
just-
meat. Pork,
meat?
like texture-wise.
They
Close to
say it
pork. Oh, like
tastes
texture.
tastes like veal.
That's fucking
Josh.
not appealing.
But like when they do weapons testing, they test it on pigs because the tissue density is. And
Right.
like when you're doing medical testing, like when my mom did her PhD, she had to like prove she could do surgery on like pig
Great.
because the muscle density is supposed to be close to human.
I'm just saying taste. I bet they taste phenomenal and nothing like veal. I
Oh,
won't
it's
change my mind.
Estonian.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right. So are you
They're
keeping
learning
that
all
horse?
sorts of stuff.
Yes.
You know how to
Yes.
break a horse?
No. Josh, is that animal handling enough to have like tamed him slightly?
it's a really good start. It takes a while to break a fucking wild horse, though.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
How long does? Hold on.
Like
24 hours.
Oh, does
24
it?
hours.
Okay.
Yep.
You could get a fair amount of training in, I suppose. Yeah. Well, good luck. If you need some help, you know, ask. I'm pretty good with animals.
I will. I'm sure I will need help in the future. I'm not typically very good with them, Timothy aside.
As this is
I-
your second day, you can make one more animal handling check before you get to your location.
I would
Do
like
I-
to help.
Will I need to re-roll for like the ring?
Yeah,
Keep
you're
it
gonna have to
tame?
re-roll the ring the next day,
Okay.
which has charges, which would
Refill 1d3 every day.
at dawn, so it would automatically fill all the way back up. You don't even have to roll it since you only used one charge.
Okay, so can I just, for the ease of things, say it's always in effect?
Yeah, I mean at this point.
Okay.
And then you taking Valentine is taking the help action, so that's an advantage.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank you, Valentine.
Yeah, you just gotta hold its mane like that.
I don't know about these creatures. They spook me.
Real
it's
bumpy
no elephant.
ride because you have no saddle.
It is not a comfortable ride for sure without a saddle. However, at that point, Valentine, you do see ahead a very familiar looking hill. The grass getting shorter until the peak of the hill. It looks completely undescript to the rest of the landscape around it, but you've been here many times and know that just on the other side of this hill is the entrance you seek.
His face lights up and he says in Dwarvish, "Finally, we're here." Okay, we are here.
Well,
Just over that hill over there.
Confusing, yeah, which is a confusing statement as he says that, and the terrain looks exactly the same. No city in sight.
Dan, over the course of the trip, would have wanted to analyze the terrain and at least try to get a better feel of it because he's never been here before.
Yeah, it's somewhat similar to Arenal. Very, not necessarily flat, but spreading out far in every direction. Not really unchanging as far as your eyes can see. Again, the grass does grow taller in some places, shorter in others, and it has been raining. Probably cloudy and just spitting most of you guys' travels.
But there's actual grass here.
There is
Instead of
long,
like desert?
long, tall grass. Yes, yes.
Wow.
If you ask Valentine, he can describe like the entire fucking plain.
Yep. Yup. I would have loved to fucking have your advice on this. Knowing
There you
what
go.
where to go, what to do, area, local climate, all that stuff.
It's very empty and it rains sometimes.
That's pretty apt.
Yeah, that sounds very much like Emerald as well.
No, but seriously, and he'll tell him over the course of the night.
Yeah.
But in the present, so let's go. We're almost there.
Yeah.
You sound excited.
Okay.
I am excited. I'm coming home.
Is there something we're not seeing?
It's underground.
Oh,
Okay.
It's dwarven.
That explains it.
I was, visualizing an archway or something,
Well,
or a cave.
there's an entrance over the hill. You just can't see it yet. Come on.
Yeah. So let's go. And on the way, as soon as we get in, I know you want to get settled in, but we do need you're the most knowledgeable person here. We do need new ways of identification, so we don't get pulled over. And if we do, we just show them like paperwork or something like that. Of course, we're gonna lie about who we are.
If I recall correctly, Gith are killed on sight. Is that going to be a problem?
Is that gonna be a problem, Josh? How closely do they follow that sort of rule?
Again, Mirador in general, it's very
cosmopolitan.
Yeah, anti-government in the sense that they pay the government well enough to live by their own rules.
Right. So there's not going to be like a Crown's Guard sort of thing.
There's not going to be any Crown's Guard. You don't know how the dwarves themselves are going to react to Gith, though.
Maybe Severin should hop in the bag until we know for sure.
Can you
I'm not
survive in
comfortable with
that?
that. I can just use my disguise kit. Possible.
Yeah, probably better.
Perhaps tone yourself down. Say you're a Hothgith or something.
Don't know if that's possible.
What? The average dwarf on the street's going to know all about the genealogy of Gith? I don't know.
You may have
Just
to
like
make yourself look like an elf before. Why not just?
Yeah, I'd rather do
Some-
that. Like before we get there, I'll just hit myself with a disguise kit and make myself look like a really tall elf.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
that's fine. I mean, Meridar isn't exactly that cozy with the
Can I help him?
Please.
Am I allowed to help him or no? Is it
Yeah,
too
you can
late?
help.
Okay.
government regulations are a bit of a sore spot. so you probably won't be killed on sight. But the dwarves, I don't know.
Well,
And
considering we're in a continent that's mostly against Gith, I'm going to play it safe. No offense to your
No,
home, your family,
that's
or
fair.
anything. I just think that would be the smartest, wisest decision. I mean, we might run into somebody that might have an issue.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I
And
understand.
Emmett, you're able to help him, as it's, again, harder to disguise yourself without a mirror or anything like that in the middle of a field. But with Emmett's help, you're able to definitely pass for an elf.
You knew it was getting bad when Dan looked like he was looking at something like Picasso-like.
The first time he looked even
Not
more like a
sure
Gith than
what to react. Yeah, like it was. Yeah, before he got any help.
With that, you guys walk the next 15 minutes around this hill. Where as soon as you guys pass the hill and look back, the other side of the hill, which should, per the rest of the terrain throughout these fields, be another soft decline into a flat land, actually it's just a sheer cutoff with two very large stone doors that are intricately carved. Standing in front of these doors are two Durgar and two other doors.
Oh shit. Okay.
Durgar are what? Remind me.
They're
Dark
deep
dwarves.
dwarves, so that
Deep
they're
dwarves,
darker skin. You've probably never seen one.
They're drow dwarfs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
pretty
did
much.
see a Drogar in. It was part.
Yeah,
of
at the venturing party.
that's correct. That's correct.
So I will approach.
And you're instantly recognized on sight as one of the dwarves steps up. Valentine, it's so good to have you return. One
It's
of the
good
Durgar.
to see you. What's that?
One of the Durgar. Sorry,
Do I know his name?
you do. It is. I have it here somewhere.
Oh, he has a name.
Bazad, Marblefoot.
It's good to be home, Bazard. Let me tell you.
I trust your adventure was fruitful.
Terrible, actually.
Sorry to hear that, but still glad to have you home.
Much change?
Nah, same old city, always unchanging. You know how it is.
Just the way I like it.
You and me both. You and me both.
All right. Well, I got some friends here with me.
Yes, yes, of course, they're all welcome. Anybody who's a friend of you is a friend of us. Open the doors for them. With that, the other doors will grab these giant stone doors and start swinging them open.
Hey, I'll probably be at the bar later if you want to stop by, have a chat.
Ah, definitely. I'll swing by after I get off. Good
Yeah,
to see you.
I'll buy you around. See you soon. Get on in.
And with that, these 10-foot tall, 10 feet wide doors are swung open, and you guys all enter into a fairly small cave. The roof's only about 10 to 15 feet high here. Very bland cavern with a couple torch scones set in the walls. In front of you is a very large ramp that starts dipping down, but the roof of the cavern stays the same height. So the size of the cavern gets exponentially larger as you guys start heading down this ramp.
You know, one of the things
How
I'd
long
like
have
to
you lived
do.
here?
Oh, 500 years?
When
wow, yeah.
was the last time you were here?
But when you first met me, it was about, I want to say a month.
No, oh, okay.
I mean, I got out a lot, but this has been where I've been living. One of the things I liked to do when I first came here was get a wooden sled and just slide down the slope. It's great
Huh.
fun.
Which, looking
the
down,
city.
down the slope, it is almost as far as the eye can see. This ramp continues downward.
You just go so fast, especially if you grease it.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, only if you crash.
How many times
Do
have you Crash.
Do the people here speak common?
Yeah, of course. It's a city in human-dominated land. Yeah, of course they speak common. You might
Good.
find a few I don't know, 500-year-old dwarves who are purists, but they're just putting on an act.
How long do they live exactly?
Dwarves, usually 400 is the maximum, but a bit more power in them. They training and all that. They live longer. It depends.
Interesting.
I mean, there are some dwarves I've known since I first got here that are still alive, or at least I think they're still alive. Yeah.
With that, you guys continue down. You make it about 500 yards. Starting to feel pretty non-pulsed. Like I said, the cavern's getting larger, but it's hard to see anything in front of you with the sloping. However, as you make it 500 yards down, Valentine doing an intake of breath as you finally see your home once again. This whole ramp, polished stone all the way down, and again, torches periodically set throughout the walls, casting somewhat of a dim light. But before you, as you make it about halfway down the ramp, or a little less at 500 yards, but you see the great city of Miradar before you. You can see many tiny little dots going about their business, multiple buildings rising up out of the ground, twisting and connecting on many different levels from ceiling to roof by air bridges. From ceiling to roof, it seems to be a few thousand feet tall at the very bottom of this ramp all the way to the top of the ceiling cave. Each one of these buildings seems to be made of brass, bronze, or maybe even gold, and all of it reflects the different lights from torches, from braziers, and from huge yellow crystals that are embedded into the floor, wall, and ceiling of this cave that all release light. This gives everything an apparent yellow glow, as though the city itself was enchanted, or even maybe living. From there, the view of the rest of the ramp, it is immense, and all of the architecture being beautifully worked together, while tons of these buildings rise, but creating an obvious pattern pretty quickly as you make it near the bottom of the ramp. With that...
Bet you've never seen anything like this before, right?
Can't say that I have.
Not at all.
This is
The
impressive.
rivals shake Karadal itself. Karadal itself.
Goddamn right.
All right, where was it? Give me one sec here.
Yeah, during the walk, Dan would have kind of piped up and said, it's nice that you're being recognized, but that's a two-way street. So unless you tell them to keep it on the down low,
Oh,
I'll be subtle.
that's fine. I have friends here. Unless they're getting paid an extraordinary a lot of money, and there are more people getting paid that extraordinary amount of money than my friends, which is doubtful. They're not gonna listen to some foreigner from area now.
One of the most powerful people, I should say. We both know, though.
Yeah, not here. Yeah, we're pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Self-governing.
Right. I'm not saying, like, don't talk. I'm just saying, like, just tell them not to ahead of time so that, like, that guy
Yeah.
doesn't, like, spread the word to even just, like, people who might be willing to sell that info for cheap or just say it down the line in another
Sure,
city.
absolutely. Sure.
Again,
Worries about that.
you can see a general pattern evolving through the city, even those of you that have never been here before. It seems very logically laid out. On the ground floor in the center, the road that you're traveling on, this ramp, leads into a road that leads straight into the center of town, where it splits into a T, leading left, right, and further on forward as far as the eye can see. This ground floor of the city seems to be some sort of tourist traveler area. You can see many different shops and things like that, where above it, many of these buildings rise and grow all the way to the very ceiling. Again, many different air bridges among them, casting a spider web of shadows down on the area down below. As you guys make it to this central area, what would you like to do?
Valentine, is there anybody in this city well versed in ancient history?
Well, me, actually.
Well, and then Emeth will pull out his notebook and point to the picture of the Tarisk-looking creature that's under Miradar, if I am recalling correctly.
Oh, the Tarask.
No, is it not under Miradar?
Josh, what do I know about that?
I thought it would depicted it under a dwarven city in whatever continent we are.
It was depicted under a dwarven city in whatever continent you guys were. Make a history check, Valentine.
Okay. Potentially not local knowledge?
Maybe.
Wow.
You've heard basics of it. It's a very, very old myth that there's some sort of world-eating creature buried under the world that seems to, last time it rose out, this is where it came from. But again, just a myth sometimes
Right.
told to children.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fairy tale. You know, I tell all the little dwarven kids, I told my little girl this, eat your vegetables or the Tarask will eat you. Yeah.
You don't think the fact that there's a cult on another continent lends it some credence? I mean, they don't hear the myth.
I've interacted with some cults and they believe a lot of things. And don't get me wrong, there's some, big evil shit in this world, but
What about the storms and stuff,
I have no idea. I've never
They
been
were-
there.
Talking about, like, the same cult has the thing with the sea creature.
Did we pass
Look-
over the sea, Josh? That particular sea?
No.
Listen, if you are very concerned about this children's tale, I have some friends who might know a bit more. You can ask them.
It's not so much concern. I'm just interested, but I'd very much like to speak with them.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure I've got
Whichever
a
you
couple
guys-
historian friends.
Finally make it to the center area. Again, you can see multiple shops around you. Dwarves going about their business. Some of them give you guys kind of a weird look as you're a varied group of travelers. But you do see people who are not dwarves also in this central area. You see a few humans, a couple different elves. In the center of this central area, there's also a large pit set into the ground that Valentine, you would know, is used as a fighting pit every weekend night where gambling runs high.
Bare knuckle, we talking, or like go and kill somebody?
Not to the death, but they sometimes do with weapons. It's
Right.
usually just agreed upon by the fighters themselves.
Okay, so that shop does wonderful glassware if you're looking for a new vase. That shop, eyeglasses. That's the fighting pit, and that is a lovely flower shop.
Mm-hmm.
What
Also,
do you do here, Valentine?
Pardon? Sorry.
What do you do here?
Oh, you haven't seen my shop? Yeah, I run a business.
which is also on this level.
Yeah, let's head there now. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll meet my daughter.
You're what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
Okay.
daughter?
Yeah, haven't I told you? I swear I told you.
You did. I just didn't want to bring it up.
Not to
I
be.
think I
go ahead.
missed that.
Adopted.
Oh, okay. I was going to say not to be
Yeah.
tone deaf, but
Yeah.
not
No, it's
not
when-
Warforged.
no. When you see her, you'll obviously see there is no family resemblance.
Which, as you
Ah.
guys walk 50 feet to one of the shops, It does have glass window panes to where you can slightly see inside. And as you guys enter, will you go ahead and describe your shop for me?
Oh shit. Okay. So there's a lot. It's a stone building. Everything's stone. On the outside, it's fairly basic stone. With a sign above the door that says Valentine's Tinkers. But when you open it up, dark wood covering the walls. There's actually a fair few plants in here, like creeping vine and little flowers hidden around the shop, just to give it a more naturey feel. Shelves of things made of metal, glass, some weapons, crossbows. You see. A whole bunch of tools scattered around, and at the back of the shop, there's a counter and a door leading into the back. Lots of torches, giving it a definitely a more well-lit sort of look. And yeah, pretty much.
Which also behind this counter, slowly tinkering on something over the counter, is a female Duragar who glances up as you guys all enter. Making eye contact with you, her jaw almost drops, Valentine, as she dumps what she was doing, running around the corner and throwing her arms around you.
Hey, how's it? How are you?
You're back!
I'm back.
You were gone much longer than I expected.
Long story, and I'll need a drink before I tell it.
Of course. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you too, honey.
You have to see what I made.
Please show me. And he pretty much just forgets all of you and goes with it.
And she also seems to be paying you guys no mind at this point, as she kind of just tugs you over to the desk.
Victor follows because it's interesting what you did.
And she picks up what appears to be a tiny warforged, maybe a foot tall, 6-7 inches wide. And as she places it on the desk and flicks a small switch on its back, it begins walking around.
I've always wanted grandchildren.
She giggles and she's like, "It's for children, but watch." And as it walks over to a gear that's also sitting on the table, it bends down and like picks the gear up and then turns around and walks back to her.
Very nice. What is that, clockwork?
Yes, it is. It's taken me the whole time you've been gone.
It's small clockwork. It's impressive.
Yeah, your goggles helped out a bit.
I bet.
Anyway, you said you wanted a drink anyway, and she looks up, noticing the rest of the party at this point.
And Victor is standing like in between both of you, just looking interestingly at the...
Yeah, Victor, as you like another step in between them, like trying to get your face really close at this small walking warforged that's walking across the desk here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Imith will extend his hand to his daughter. And I'm Imith. I'm impressed. That's a nice little thing you've made.
Toy,
Oh.
she says, as she extends her hand and shakes your hand with a surprisingly strong grip.
No magic, just gears?
No magic.
Is there a winding process? You wind up the gear?
It's self-winding, actually. That's what this little
Oh.
switch back here is for. She points to it.
Interesting.
And looking back towards you, no magic. Magic's not allowed here. I figured you would have told them that. She looks up at you, Valentine.
Imith will look at Valentine like longingly. No magic?
it's a complicated subject. Let's get introductions out of the way. Hilda. This is Hilda. This is my daughter. Sword. Hilda. This is my adventuring group.
Hello.
Yeah,
You kind of wave
adventuring
to
group.
all of you.
So that's
Hello.
Hemeth. The man so interested in my grandson is Victor.
Nice to meet
Well,
The one in the strange hat, that's Daniel.
Tip of the hat.
hello, Daniel.
The tiefling wandering around and picking things up she shouldn't touch is Temerity.
Sorry, what?
He says as you pick up a very interesting, like, pulley sitting next to some very interesting goggles that have 2 scopes on the end of them that extend out about a foot each.
She's just staring
So,
at him. She didn't hear anything he said until he said her name.
That is Temerity. Temerity, my daughter, Hilda.
Hi, Hilda. To wave. The
She
crow's
kinda
still on
waved
her
back.
shoulder.
Giving you kind of an odd stare.
And this elf is Sev.
Sev. Well met, Sev.
Well met to you too, Hilda. This is an impressive contraption. And he's gonna like look at the little toy, and he's gonna look at Valentine, and he's gonna like, so is that how you start?
Yes. There. Hilda here helps me with making more. Usually we make about 200, put them in a room, and then they eat each other until they grow to my size.
Mogwai.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Very,
To meet
very
you, Hilda.
interested
And-
in beginnings. Perhaps that's why that comes from your own past. You're a very interesting looking elf.
Oh, I'm not an elf. This is disguise, and with that, he's gonna kind of like lift off his hood and like
Oh,
remove
jeez.
like some of his fake hair. I'm a Githyanki.
Right. I'll pretend I know what that is.
Yeah.
It's an elf from space.
Right.
It's something that if someone asks you, you don't know about.
Of course. I'm just glad to have you
Put
back.
that disguise back on. But
I'm glad to be back. Trust
Some
me.
whiskey all around?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Sure.
yes, please.
Sure.
Bring
Mary
out the
thinks
good
about the
stuff.
last time she drank whiskey and says, I'll just have water.
Oh, hey,
I have-
do you like wine?
Have I ever had wine, Josh?
You,
I'm
you've
not
had,
sure
like,
what the...
you've
Yeah,
had
the
small sips of
inn.
wine. You've also had Victor's wine, which was very nice, dark
Oh,
red
true that. I forgot about that. Yeah, wine sounds great.
wine, whiskey. I think we have a bottle of Dragon's Breath left.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah?
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. It's brewed right here, along with the whiskey and wine, of course. But you've never had anything like it, and she'll go fetch 3 different bottles, bringing them all out to a small table that's in the shop.
No,
Let's
I wish I
scrounge
had.
up some cheers.
No, I wish I had an extra bottle.
Emeth is going to nudge Victor and Temerity and just say, I'm not sure why yet, but magic seems to be some level of taboo, so maybe keep it on the down low for now until we
Which
figure
Temerity would also know.
out. Okay.
Most of this
Temerity's
continent is like that, I believe.
Correct.
Okay.
Temerity's gonna look at the crow with the glowing eyes on her shoulder and say,
It's a normal
Sorry,
crow.
Trained crow. Can you make it stop doing the glowy eyes thing?
Desmond, do your eyes have to glow?
And as he blinks, they turn black, slightly
Oh.
shimmering. So you can tell it's the black eyes are probably more of an enchantment than the blue ones were, but they are black, and it's hard to tell that they're like enchanted black. You have to look really close.
Okay,
Desmond, that's awesome!
that works.
Valentine, did you and Hilda make all this?
Oh yeah. I mean, most of it's Hilda, to be honest with you. I've been kind of lax in the recent years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You said you were a tinkerer of sorts, but I didn't know to what extent.
I mean, I've had a fair few years to practice, you know. I was, designed to tinker, and yeah.
He's being modest. His specialty is arrows, and she kind of points towards one wall where you see a variety of very, very interesting looking arrows. As she starts pouring different drinks, she pours wine for Severin, looking towards Temerity. You said dragon's breath, right?
Dragon's breath.
Wait, sorry, she was looking at me for Dragon's Breath?
Yeah.
That depends. What's Dragon's Breath?
Oh, it's great. You'll love it. And she starts pouring you a shot.
Highly
Oh,
suspicious. Highly suspicious. But
What
mom
what
ain't
is
raised no
Dragon's breath? It's whiskey, right?
It's a homebrewed in Mirador, which all of this is. Mirador brews all their own drinks, but this one is brewed, and it's brewed with some kind of refined black powder as well as prism.
Jesus fuck.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So
You know what?
my favorite drink.
Yeah, it's a hardcore fucking drink.
Alright.
Uh,
As
and
a
she
lady,
slides
ain't
you over
raised
the
no
shot
bitch. So I'll fucking take it.
no. As soon as she reaches for it, I'm gonna put my hand over hers. It's like, temerity.
Yeah.
Very strong.
I'm sure she can handle it if she travels with you.
You'd be surprised.
Challenge fucking accepted, bitch.
Okay, don't call my daughter a bitch.
No, I don't fucking
She would also pour you a small shot of dragon's breath as well as a larger glass of whiskey Valentine, and then look towards Victor. What would you like?
Oh, just whiskey, I guess.
And she'll pour you a glass of whiskey also. Looking back towards Dan,
Yeah, one for me.
and a glass of whiskey, and then back towards Emeth.
I'll have Dragon's Breath.
Oh boy.
Fantastic. So she pours you a shot also, and then she pours herself a small glass of wine.
Oh, talk all that big game, and you're not even gonna drink any.
It's still early. The shop doesn't close for 2 more hours.
That's my girl.
She smiles, taking a sip of the wine.
All right, let's knock it back.
Cheers.
I need Emeth and Temerity to make con saves, and Valentine to make a con save at advantage.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't have good luck with alcohol, guys.
That's very fitting.
Emeth, you pound it down, and so do you, Valentine, and instantly feel that warm glow, and your head almost swim immediately as it starts going down your throat before it even hits your stomach. It actually tastes really good. It's slightly sweet. It doesn't taste like fire that it feels like.
Emeth will choke it down and slam his fist on the table and just look at Valentine and say, "You people know how to drink down here."
Which that makes it like that sentence makes it half out of your mouth before Temerity turns her head sideways, puking what little
Oh!
alcohol was in her mouth all over the floor of the shop.
Ew. I think I'm over 2 shots, you guys.
Don't worry, it's a dwarven city. Like that happens once a day.
She's doing like the peanut. She's doing like the dog with the peanut butter thing, where she's just breaking her tongue.
Do we have the Roomba up and running?
You know, I've been working on something like that, but she'll pick up a rag and throw it to Temerity, kind of grinning smugly.
Fair.
Victor's sipping on his whiskey.
Which it is also very good whiskey. The wine also, Severin, is fantastic.
Yeah, this is very good. I would clean that up for you, Timothy, but magic is not allowed.
She gives you this look like you're gonna find some frogs in your bed, my dude.
So, I didn't think you would all not be aware of this, but I guess so. Here's the thing about magic. Arcane, bad. Divine, good.
Divine good.
No, divine worse.
Divine worse.
Divine worse.
What the? Is it? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh wait, meta game. I thought it was like divine.
No,
was
they-
okay.
No, they
Like,
don't like
way
the gods. That's why they
anti-religion.
made up their five new ones.
Right.
That's
Arcane is
why-
frowned upon, but not explicitly illegal. Though it's even more frowned upon here, where it's a very
Right.
tech-based city. And then divine is outright banned, but less frowned upon here.
Okay.
if that
Okay. So let me retcon that shit
Okay.
because I would know. Okay. Magic. Arcane is frowned upon, especially here. But amongst the continent, people don't like it. But you're not going to get arrested for casting a magic spell. Well, maybe
Oh.
in town you will, but
Then my information
Uh,
was incorrect.
divine do not ever do that.
Mm.
Like Severin, I know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you can say it's your sword or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're an arcane caster or something. Just make a bunch of weird wiggly moves with your hands whenever you do magic.
Right, which
Okay.
you would know anybody that does do. I mean, that people still do divine magic here, and if they do it and are known to do it, they just say it's arcane magic.
Yeah, it's very hard to distinguish. I think
For non-magic users, yeah.
for non-magic users. I mean, bad luck if you get a mage coming after you. I
Gotcha.
suppose.
No problem. I'll keep
So-
the finger wiggling to a minimum.
Yeah.
The robes, then Valentine, and he's just gonna Jim is gonna gesture to himself. Is that a giveaway? Should I? You worried
Yeah.
about that?
Robes. People wear robes.
Yeah,
Scholars wear robes.
Okay.
No.
That's no problem as long as it doesn't say magic rules on front.
So, religion is looked down upon for the most part, right?
Unless you worship the five, and they don't give powers. So,
Gotcha. All right.
evidence of divine magic, bad. If you say I worship the five, they're your best friends.
which is very strange to hear for you, Severin, especially because there are actually 5 worshippers in Argonison that do claim to get divine powers from them.
Ooh, I'm gonna make a note of that.
So yeah, I think Severin's the only divine guy here, and it's more subtle with him, except for the giant fucking tattoo on your forehead.
Yeah, I'll keep the hood of my robes up.
Yeah,
And-
wear some
and-
blush.
Thanks. I think I got a wig in here too.
Okay, so that would actually be like foundation or concealer, dude. Blush goes on your cheeks.
Oh,
Shows
fucking
what I
cool.
Insight check.
Okay, so neither the player nor the robot knows what makeup is, so it's thematic.
I just got to the episode where Matt was talking about fucking the big bad and said that he's fucking with the cosmetology of the universe. Just thought that was fun.
So yeah, welcome to my shop. I'm glad we're all alive and here.
Here for that, and he
Yeah.
and raises the glass to being alive.
Being alive.
Yeah.
And for the foreseeable future as well.
Well, I don't know about that.
And
Hey
free.
now.
And free.
Emmett's gonna lean to Victor Valentine and say, should we keep any information regarding Master Rai away from your daughter, so if things do come here, she's not exposed
sitting
in
right
any way?
here. Or
I'm
did not need
whispering.
to say that.
I'm whispering.
Right, but my gray skin aside, I'm not deaf.
Listen. It's fine. If they come here, no amount of I don't know what you're talking about is gonna do anything.
Right.
Which is why I'd really rather they not come here. So, you got the crossbow, right? Hilda?
The crossbow,
Yeah, the one I told you to keep by your bedside.
of course. It's right behind the counter.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I'm still having trouble getting these custom arrows into bolt size.
Yeah, it's... How's your blacksmithing?
Maybe I can help with that.
Oh,
I know a thing or two about blacksmithing.
mine is poor, relatively.
Yeah,
Also,
poor for a dwarf.
Yeah, exactly. She smiles.
an idea just struck my head. What
Yeah?
if we make glass tip bolts and you have concoctions inside the glass tip, and if it hits something, it breaks and it explodes and kills people?
Like this, and she stands up and pulls one of the arrows off of the wall and brings it back. And it's not glass tipped, but the tip of the arrow is wider and hollowed out and seems to be filled with something.
Yeah, very much like that.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Would be more stylish with glass.
Also harder to retrieve.
And more ostentatious.
Yes.
Well, he's all about that.
That is the point exactly.
She smiles.
Now,
So,
it also probably sells better because it looks better.
we make it to be effective. Selling is a bonus.
The thing is, it will still be effective, and an arrow that explodes you can't retrieve anyways.
Oh, you're talking about an explosive arrow?
Yeah, for example, or if it's filled with something like acid.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, until you fall off your horse and all the glass arrowheads smash in your quiver.
We have, yeah, they need to be sturdy enough to not just break by touching something and actually break when you shoot it.
Some strong glass.
At this point, the door does swing open once again, and a tired-looking dwarf with a large axe on his back stumbles in.
Who is he?
You would recognize him also, though you haven't talked to him a lot. His name is Volmol.
Volmol.
Dan is now perusing the wares, acting inconspicuous.
Volmol. Okay. I look at Hilda.
He's one of the city guards / warriors. And she's just staring right at him. Well, any news? No, we just got back and nothing. And
What's this?
her excited face goes to dejected almost immediately. I just thought I'd tell you. And he looks up and sees you. Oh, Valentine, you're back. I hope your trip was well.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Volmol, what's up? What are you talking about?
And he kind of glances at Hilda. I'll tell you later, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Want a shot?
I should probably get going. No, I just finished up a shift, 19 hours. I'm pretty tired.
You get tired, I forgot.
And he also, slightly dejected, gives you a smile. Good to see you back, and then heads out of the shop.
Good to see you too. Well, by my count, it's later.
And she kind of smiles, and would turn red if her skin color was able to. There's been some trouble in town, but perhaps it's something we should speak of privately? I don't know how much you trust your friends here. And she kind of looks at Dan, who's pretending to browse the wares.
Who has since stopped now that you guys leave. There's also a wink that way.
Perhaps. Is it personal?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just didn't know how much you trusted them.
Well, at this point, probably with my life. I was in a bad spot. Maybe. It was really bad.
Well, you have to
And,
tell
we
me all
all-
about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not drunk enough, but I do want to know this problem, and you can trust them. That's fine.
Well, a couple weeks back, a few of the Duragor miners went missing. 8 of them, actually. Completely disappeared.
No trace.
Somewhere deep in the mines, but no trace. They sent the dead mines, the ones we don't go to anymore.
Why the fuck were they deep in the dead mines?
That's where we're assuming they disappeared, but they shouldn't even have been working down there, so we don't know. But last week, the king sent another group down there to try to find them. And they also, that's what Volmo was just telling me, have not yet returned.
How long ago, you said?
The last group was a week ago.
Sounds like a job.
One of them I was very close to.
Oh, yeah. Well, who was he? I know, right?
His name's Kevin. You would recognize the name. But again, a younger dwarf, not one that you've associated with a lot. And another guard / warrior dwarf.
Right. Kevon.
Yes.
What, boyfriend?
Something like that. And she,
You didn't
she
get
looked very
married, did you?
awkward in this sense. No, I did not get married.
Alright, good. You know I want to sell you.
Dan chuckles at that.
She also chuckles.
Well... Well...
The king's not taking it well.
No, I bet. Losing your guards to the dead mines isn't exactly, everyone's happiest time. The dead mines lead to the Underdark, right?
The dead mines did lead to the Underdark. A lot of those passages have been closed, but they do go down a lot further. The reason they're dead is just because most of the materials that were mined down there have been mined to completion. That there's not much left.
Right. And they just went deeper and deeper until they hit the Underdark and were like, nope!
Yep, and then they basically turned around and went a different way up top where they're still mining those same materials.
They dug too
Right.
deep.
Yeah, there's a Balrog down there.
You don't know. Probably, man.
I'm gonna fall with
Probably.
them for a while.
Yeah. They get the wizard.
But he's most concerned because if those doors were not in the deep mines and they are where they were supposed to be working, that means they were pulled from the upper mines, the upper Prismane mines.
And that is a security risk.
Yes, but he doesn't want to shut down those mines either.
No, you wouldn't, would you?
Not with the money that they're making off of it, no.
Interesting. Okay. Tell you what. Tomorrow, once we're all good and hungover, I'll go see if I can talk to someone about some more information about that. See
That would
what we
be-
can do.
Nobody tells me anything up here.
Yeah, how has it been? Treating you right?
No, of course. They just still think of me as a child, I think.
Well, I mean, you're only 200.
Exactly. I have the right to know.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
If you don't shut that jaw, flies are going to get stuck in there, she says to you, Emeth.
Sorry, 200. Us humans, we don't get nearly that old.
No, you're very frail.
Yes, me especially.
Yeah, you look it.
All right, simmer down.
I like this one.
She
Don't
smiles.
get ideas. Right. Well, you've got a couple hours till the shop closes.
Yes.
What's the upstairs living situation? It's just like 2 bedrooms, right?
Yeah, you just have 2 small bedrooms upstairs. There is a inn also in this circle town. There's only 1 inn in all of Mirador.
Holy shit!
You're very friendly with that innkeep. It's a giant
Yeah.
inn. It can hold like 600 people. It's the main place where you would also gather to drink or anything like that.
Yeah, did you read what I wrote a little bit?
Oh, I did not. I didn't know you added anything.
Yeah, there's just it's tiny, but there's a couple that I put in there. And there was an owner of an inn, so that works.
Oh, nice.
We're probably gonna stay in the inn all together.
Of course.
Once you're wrapped up, we'll probably be drinking. You come join us, have a good time.
Yeah, yes, I will happily join you. As soon as shop closes up here.
Is she lying? Because she just got some news that she didn't like. She happy?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah. 19.
She seems overall still very happy to see you.
Okay.
Though the news was very disappointing. Though it seems like this news is probably a daily occurrence at this point.
Right. Well, do you see anything you like? You want to make a purchase? Anyone?
What's in here again?
Well,
Do you have armor?
I
He
think
does
we
not.
have.
Armor, no.
Oh no, we sold that.
Custom items.
Timothy, what armor do you like?
Something light.
The armor in
Because-
town is also in this main circle. It's called the Red Bush.
Because I also can make armor.
There is a blacksmithy just like across the road.
I just need to rent stuff, and I can make stuff.
Okay, Victor, if you can make me some better leather than I have currently, like those ones with metal studs, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to buy it.
I don't have much gold left. Would it be alright if I used party funds?
I have this.
Yeah, I mean, if
Do we
you're
have
buying
any
light
party
armor.
funds?
Yeah. We got like 2,000 gold.
Oh,
We should be able to pick up a set of armor, even a set of studded. They're not expensive. Well, I mean, they're expensive, but not for us. You know what I mean?
do you have any crossbows here?
Yeah, we got a couple. What sort are you looking for?
A light crossbow.
Light crossbow. Hilda.
Yes, of course. And she would stand up, leading you over to the wall where there's a couple different bows and a couple different crossbows. They haven't been tweaked in any way. They're just normal light crossbows.
Yeah.
How much?
For you,
700.
I was thinking 9.
Valentine, I'm hurt.
I have a light crossbow in this that I've never used. If you want it.
Hey, don't
I
cheat me out of a sale.
Well, 9 gold's 9 gold, Valentine. I'm sorry.
900.
900. Temerity, I'll take your crossbow. If you're not using it, that would be much appreciated.
I have blast, so
She shrugs and puts it back up on the wall, smiling.
I'm gonna go over and look at the wall of arrows.
Oh. Hilda, you probably would like this, and Victor will take out his grappling hook crossbow.
She would take it, inspecting it, scrutinizing it very closely.
Made in the field.
This is very nice, actually. I'd like to take a look at it. Do you mind if I borrow this?
Oh, no problem.
Thank you. And she'll carefully take it back over to the desk.
I can help you, and Victor will follow her and start describing what he did.
And she's listening, detail by detail, very entranced.
Well,
I'm gonna pluck an arrow off the wall. Just a
I'm getting party funds off Valentine.
Yep.
So how do I get to the armory?
it is just a you'll see it. There's a big meaty dwarf banging a hammer on an anvil. Just walk to the right outside the door.
Is that right?
I'll go
Okay.
with.
Okay. Severn and Temerity, you guys head out. Valentine, you're picking up an arrow.
Just a random arrow.
Emeth, what are you doing?
I'll go with them to the shop, to the armorer.
Dan?
Yeah, he's definitely beckoning Valentine toward him.
So as those three depart, Victor in conversation with Hilda, Dan walks over to Valentine, who's picking up a random arrow.
Yeah, so I don't mind the night of revelry, but and it looks like our next job is lined up nice and neat, like.
Yeah.
But having at the very least a meeting about our goals in general might be a good idea, aside from obvious ones. Just in more detail about what we need to do, what needs to be done over the next day, week, or year even.
Right.
Could be in the morning.
Well, you want to hear my take right now?
I would love to hear your take, Valentine.
Well, with this job that we could potentially do, it's for the king.
Right.
It'll get us some good favor, put a bit of a name out for ourselves within Meridar.
That is a bad idea. We do it on the down low.
Do it on the down low, really. Well, at any rate, perhaps not public recognition from the king.
There we go. That's fine.
And then that leads up to possibly more opportunities, maybe further afield.
Very good. Yeah.
We get stronger, better equipment through
Mhm.
this. The king's coffers, you wouldn't believe how much fucking money.
Oh, he's a king, I'm sure.
Eventually, when we feel capable, we go back to Arianel and burn down Sheikh Thorador.
That is a very Chase Thorador. That's not the one that we're going to burn down. I hope you don't try and do that.
Sorry, wait.
more of
That's
the
your
capital.
hometown. Sorry, I forgot the
Sure,
capital's
you
name.
could say that, yeah. Yeah, the capital, the one that's super expensive and that has like a lot of power in it. That's going to be a long ways
Okay,
off. But I like to
Fine, we'll just burn Master Rai down. How about that?
Yeah, long term, definitely would like that.
That's what I think we should do. We should get stronger, get better equipment, do jobs, hide from people who want, bad things for us, and then eventually kill them. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I think that should be. I mean, it's not like I have a better plan than that. That's pretty much going to be the plan of do jobs and work until that stops being a thing.
I'm glad you agree.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
Hmm?
And I hand him an arrow.
Yeah.
It's a serrated arrow.
Ah.
Yeah.
You can tear someone a new one with this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Real bitch
that'll
to take
cause
down
some.
too.
That'll cause some bleeding.
It will.
Fragile, though.
Ah.
Shoot a bad shot and you might hit yourself.
Hit? Wait, what?
Well, it'll shatter and shards will come at you, and
It also seems slightly coated and slightly like glowing, not like enchanted, but slightly coated with something.
Oh, and what's on it too?
oh, it's a chemical compound. It encourages bleeding.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's one of my
Like
favorites.
2 times the bleeding. Yeah, there's a look of confusion. Like.
Well, I don't know, how you would quantify the amount of blood loss it would lose,
Well, I
regularly.
mean, right, like there's magic on it, and then the fact it's serrated as well. So
Well, there's
like
no
2
magic.
things. Oh well, the thing on it,
The chemical.
which I think, yeah, like listen here, man. To me, it's pretty magical. Okay, I ain't one of them learned types, so if
It's
you
just
say
a-
it's not magic, that's cool.
Okay, all right. It's just a prismane compound. But anyway,
Yeah, I
With
hear
that-
that a lot now recently about fucking Prismane. I need a fucking rundown on what the hell that is.
With
oh
the
well, let me tell you.
Here
Emmett
we go.
and Severin Temerity, you three all walk into the shop that was pointed out to you. That does have the dwarf slamming a hammer on an anvil, pictured above the wall. Walking in, you see before you a very, very old dwarf. Like if Hilda's 200, this guy's got to be like 600 at least. Still bright red hair, who looks up at you all. Hello.
Hi. Valentine sent us. He said that we could find some armor here.
That old hoot's still wandering around.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I do sell armor. What do you want?
Something light that I could wear would be really nice. I'm not very strong.
Some plate mail, then.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm like,
You
I'd
said
like to
you're
be
very
able to
strong.
walk. I said I'm not. No, not very strong.
Come on, you look pretty strong.
I appreciate the compliment, but it'd be really embarrassing if I tried to walk in plate mail and then fell over and couldn't get up.
What's the fun in life without a little embarrassment?
I think more.
More? Bah! I got some leather armor. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think that's probably more up my alley.
Would you like a bola?
A what?
Yes, I made these things, bolas.
What does
You
it do?
You throw them and it'll stop your prey in its tracks. Get tangled around their legs and such.
That seems like it could
How-
be very useful.
Yes, it could.
I'm liking the sound of those.
Yes, you are. You
Sorry,
look
I'm
like a
sorry, I
strong
didn't-
one. Would you like some plate armor?
No, thank you. I already have a very fine set.
How about
of,
the great
of
axe?
plate armor. No, I prefer.
I make the
swords.
best great axes in the world.
I prefer swords.
Then you've never swung one of my great axes. Here. And he'll wander over to a very large great axe on the wall, like picking it up and almost dropping it as he can barely support the weight, and leaning it over and throwing it in your hands. Give that to swing over there.
All right. I'll take it over.
His attention's already shifted to Emmett. And you, would you like a shield? I
A
make the
shield?
best shields.
No, I'm quite all right.
No, it'll protect you.
I'll take a bola.
Yes, you will. And he'll take one of the bolas down and hand it to you. And you wanted, what was it? Plate armor? He looks back to you, Temerity.
Studded leather.
Studded leather. That's right. Let's see what we got over here in your size. And he'll lead you over to another wall, leaving Severin with the large axe in his hand, and Emmett with the bola in your hand, just kind of looking at it. Studded
Follow
leather.
him. Yes, please.
Yes, we have quite a few here. This one ought to fit nicely, and he takes one off the wall. We'll call it 400 gold.
Do I know if he's cheating me?
Make an insight check.
This guy.
Do I hear this? Like, can I help her out on it?
Yeah, you're listening though. You are playing with the axe. Just you make your separate insight check.
Oh, click. There. Oh shit.
Seems like a reasonable deal.
Oh, jeez.
400?
Yes. Unless you're sure you don't want that plate.
No, thank you. It's very kind of you to offer. But, I think
Kind.
I'd really...
I'm trying to make money.
Okay.
How long would it take? Sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna ask the DM really quick. How long would it take to make like a set of armor like that?
For
Like, I have.
you to
Well,
make
I have.
one?
Yeah, I have smithing tools.
To make studded leather, though, you would need leather working tools.
Okay.
And he hands it over. Do you pay him, Temerity?
Well, with that insight check, I think it's reasonable. So, wait,
40
hold on.
flat.
How much did we give? How much did we pay for Severin's armor in the shop back in the capital?
5,700.
5,700.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, then 400 sounds absolutely reasonable compared to that. So yep, I'll hand over the 400.
Okay. And the bola, that's 40 gold each. How many
40
do you
gold?
want?
I'm gonna look to Severin and
7 of
Temerity. Maybe just 3. And then
5.
I'm gonna,
Okay, that's my insight on the bolas. How much are they worth? 40?
If they worked, they'd probably be worth 40. You're not sure. You've never really seen one.
Can we
can
test them
I-
out before purchasing them?
On each other, not on me.
I'll look at Severin and shrug, and then toss it over to him. Go for it.
All right.
This is a dex-based attack, non-proficient. So a d20 plus your dex.
All right. Who wants to be my guinea pig?
I will.
They'll take 5 of them, dear, so you can just hand over the 200 gold.
No, not yet.
You completely miss and like knock one of his armor racks over with a bunch of shield on it, and they go like scattering all over the floor.
I will hand the party funds over to Severin, say, have fun, and walk back.
Not getting this?
I'm really not super good with, like, weapons.
How do you know? You should try to throw one.
You have a lot of very nice things in your shop. I don't want to dent them.
Ah,
Bye, have fun!
Do you mind if I try one on you, Severin?
yes,
Go
throw
ahead.
one at him. Go on,
Did you say yes?
Yes.
just throw it. He's a big boy. He can handle it. Elves are tough-skinned, you know.
Oh my god, you're gonna knock his disguise off.
Seriously. Ooh.
That's
And
like,
as you're like swinging it, you actually didn't like let it go at the wrong angle, and it goes like sailing towards this old man who ducks out of the way. Luckily, he's really short and shriveled with age, and it just slams into the desk behind him. Yes, see, it works wonderful. Let's take 5. 5 should do you.
no, thank you.
I'll take 1.
2.
And I'll look at Severin and be like, just shrug.
No, 1.
But what if you lose it? You guys aren't very good at throwing them.
How do we know that they work, old man?
Yeah. How do
And
we
he'll-
know that's
He'll
missing?
pick. He'll like hunched over, like slightly limping just with age. Will walk over to the one with the desk and pick it up, and with like surprising strength, start swinging it. And throw it at you, Imith, as it wraps around your legs, swinging in it like the 2 large balls on the ends. One of them smacks into your shin bone, and it hurts like hell, and you are actually stuck in place.
I'll take 2.
Yes, wonderful. That'll just be 80 gold. You can just take that one off your legs there, and then take this other one, and he'll wander over to where Severin threw the other one, and it knocked over the armor stand, and pick it up, and just hand it to you. 80
Thank-
gold.
Can we use the party funds for that, Sev?
Yeah. It's 8 platinum. Just you pay it.
Okay.
Seven?
You have the bag.
Cool.
And as you give that
Okay.
to him, so that axe, you would like that axe too?
Let me try using it.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna smack something with it. What can I smack with it?
There is like a giant dummy also in the corner.
All right, I'm just gonna roll for my sword.
Gosh,
Wait, no, that's
I'm not
wrong
proficient in
button.
that. What range are those?
Those would be 50 feet.
50.
And I will give you There's no save if you hit, so movement becomes 0 is what that's supposed to say. So it does swing actually very nicely, and it would actually be an 18 to hit, which you do hit, and it cuts deeply through the dummy. It seems really nice weight.
Oh, it would be an 18. Oh, it's a +1. But it's two-handed?
It is two-handed.
Okay.
You like it? Yes, yes.
This is I do like it. However, I'm not in the market for a new weapon right now.
A shield, then. I make fantastic shields, the best in the world.
Let me see one.
And he'll go pick one up off the floor that got knocked off the rack and hand it over to you. What's your
I'm gonna
strength?
check it out. How's it look? 15.
15. Okay. It's fairly heavy, but it seems to be inlaid with iron as well as steel also all the way through it. And on the front of it is like a giant dragon's head engraved into it. Feels really nice.
Mm-hmm. How much for this one?
That's just 500 gold. Better than a
no,
normal
thank you.
shield, though.
I have no doubt about that.
Excellent. You'll take it then.
No.
Well, why not?
I recently purchased a pretty nice set of full plate.
And you wouldn't
unfortunately, I
want
do
to
need
get it
save
dented. This shield will save your full plate.
I can repair my full plate.
I can too. No reason not to
So
buy the
can
shield, though.
I.
But so can I.
So can I.
Well, so can I. That'll be 50 platinum, please.
No.
But you already are holding the shield.
I appreciate the offer, and maybe at a later time when I have some more funds.
You have more funds. I can hear them
I would-
jingling around in that bag.
Yes, but they don't exactly.
480 gold. How about that? That's a sale. Fire sale right now.
No, thank you. I'm okay for now.
450 gold.
Maybe later. 450.
Yes.
Can I insight check? Like, does it actually seem worth that much?
Go ahead.
Oh, this seems like a trustworthy guy.
That's
Evidently trustworthy.
he seems
Oh
very
my
convincing.
God. I am rolling shit in my insight right now. Damn.
Excellent. You'll take it then. That's a
You
steal.
Durgar,
50
hard to
gold
beat.
off.
No, I won't.
He's not a Durgar. He's a normal dwarf.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe at a later time, but right now I just.
He looks
can't.
back to Emmett already. You want the shield for your friends, don't you?
My friend can decide what he wants for himself.
Obviously not, because he doesn't want the shield or the axe.
Shield is very
I want-
nice.
It is. You should buy it for him.
I'm gonna hang the shield back up, like on the wall where
You
I
don't
think
want
it
him to
should
get
be.
hit in the head and his brains more rattled than they already are, do you?
This is fucking
Well, I
nice.
think the best way to keep that from happening is to walk away from you right now.
Oh shit.
With the shield, though, right?
No, and I'm hanging up the shield and I'm walking out.
Emmett will follow.
Wait, wait!
Good day.
Uh-oh. And you guys both walk out.
Oh my god.
What a character.
Yeah, he was interesting. I hope her leather armor is like at least +1.
That is +1 studded leather.
Okay.
This one started leather. Okay.
It is not enchanted. It's just master craftsman level, +1.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, my AC is the highest it's ever been, you guys. I got
Yeah,
15.
And with that, that is where we will end tonight's session, actually.
All right.
Whew.
So, a thought. Didn't you guys buy a whole bunch of magical shit and like never use it?
Well, we did use it. That was the thing. We used both the scrolls of disguise self to get us out of the city. We used the bottle, ever smoking bottle.
Oh yeah. What about the wand?
We didn't use my scroll. So
Well, we used
It-
both the scrolls that we bought. So we didn't. I think you still had a scroll saved by that we didn't use.
yeah.
But both the scrolls we bought, we used the bottle. The fact that we went shopping saved our collective butts.
Never mind.
I'm so glad I have armor now.